YouTube, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? About to get on here and do a quick little video real quick, man. Do a little something. So what's good with y'all, man? What's going on, man, on this Wednesday evening, right? Well, man, so I'm just on here just to address the foolishness of people of these races and shit going in on us and shit. I think in a way, some of this is on us because the congressional black talkers, they don't represent us. They don't do nothing for it. So nobody here is going to represent us and going to do nothing for us but us, right? And guess what? We're not really doing nothing for ourselves. But we are. But at the same time, you got the talkers, the congressional black corps, not doing nothing for us either. So the thing is, in this establishment, this kind of so-called democracy, right? You have to, you know what I'm saying? In this democracy, you would think supposed to be checks and balances, right? You would think that there's certain laws of the land and how things work. That's just how that goes. So we are in a political society, right? Political society based on politics, but at the same time, so if it's based on politics and if it's a political society at the same time, guess what? That means, you know what I'm saying, that there's certain laws and rules and regulations to everything, right? So there's certain policies and everything, right? And certain things, run checks and balances. Then why, because everybody, you got a congressional Hispanic caucus, right? Everybody has their caucus. Everybody has their representation, right? Right? It was dark as a motherfucker over there. So since everybody got their representation, guess what? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? People have their groups to represent, which is kind of fucking stupid. Everything is segregation, man. Segregation didn't go away. You know what I'm saying? Everything is segregation on down to the prison systems, on down to the political system. Everything is race and this group, and we're gonna represent this group and this urban, and they use dumbass terms and shit, minority and bullshit like that. So, yeah, man. So I mean, I'm just really tripping off everything. I'm not surprised. I'm not mad or like, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. I'm not surprised. This chick, that's just, that's the type of time she's on, right? That's the type of stuff she's on. She's, you know what I'm saying? People come to this country, they know, but see, they have the fake white status. If I have a fake white status, guess what? I could, you know what I'm saying, call myself white and blend in with the so-called white people, right? I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the fake white status, right? So the thing is about the fake white status, you know what I'm saying, or that term, right? I might feel that I'm more important than you. This term has me thinking, right? And see, what is the opposite of white? Black, right? Yeah, man. All right, man. I'm gonna drop the link over here, man. The Shack, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Drop the link, baby. Oh, yeah, I could do it on here. Right. Bam. But why is it not sent to this dude? Let me do this way. I gotta do it the fucking bullshit way. All right, so yeah, so I mean, I'm thinking, what do y'all think, man? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? Who is this? About everything, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. whoever want to come on, man. I'm dropping the link to anybody, man, in the circle. I'll drop the link to Felicia too. Bam, just in case, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to come on and then Felicia, just in case. So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about this. Why are the Democrats not fuck the Republicans? Why are the Democrats not heated over this? See, right? But if this was Trump, you know what? I'm gonna go computer box. What's going on? It's been a minute. How you been, man? I'm gonna go so far as to say that if this was a white person, then fuck it. Let's say if this was a white person, I think this would have been a bigger deal. I think this would be a big deal if this was a white person. And if this was a Creed person, it would be a real big deal. Right? What do y'all think? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? That's good. That's good. Computer box. So I mean, this chick, see, is she blending in reparations? And then Juneteenth. What the fuck did Juneteenth? So I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I guess because the abolishment in Texas, and they told them in Texas. I guess that has a correlation. And then she brought up Black Lives Matter. What the fuck does Black Lives Matter? What does Black Lives Matter have to do with reparations? I don't know. But see, you see how motherfuckers can be broad and ambiguous and just say blanket statements and shit that comes on black people. But if you say something about a Creed person, or you say something about another complexion, rap. Couldn't do that. We ain't gonna do that because you know what I'm saying. The Creed people actually have some kind of influence. That's crazy, right? I don't know, man. I think a lot of this stuff is not looking good. She is so freaking. I'm so glad. Yeah, but see, of course, people on YouTube and people are gonna get on here, man, and talk about her, and they're gonna say whatever they want about her. But why are none of these politicians saying anything? This lady is running for office in Missouri. Doesn't it have St. Louis and Kansas? So many, and it's crazy. There's a big so-called black population in Missouri too. Why are they not boycotting this lady? Why are they not trying to write petitions? I heard a couple people say that they're gonna try to do that shit. Why are they not writing petitions to try to get off the ballot? We don't be exercising our power enough, and a lot of times we don't know what the fuck to do. And guess what? Who should really be telling you this shit is the Gresham Black talkers. Why are they not telling you? Because they are part of it, right? Salute. Okay, Doc Boss in the building. Okay, that's Doc Boss right there. Doc Boss, what do you think, man? What you think about this crazy lady, man? You know what I'm saying? You see, the thing is, so Mexico might have Mexico might have a fight in this this being their country. Mexico just might. This being their land, right? That's what they say, right? We don't even know if that's true. Fool. Fuck it. We'll say it. This was their shit, right? That's what the word is. The news is, right? Right? Damn, this is a pain in the motherfucking ass. Let's just say that, right? Right. So, but Colombia, way the fuck, that shit is Central America, right? My bad. Colombia is South America. So my thing is, see, that's just like a guest coming into your house, and you know what I'm saying, and telling you to get the fuck out, telling you the rules, right? Telling you the Jews and the rules. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. If she feels that way, she can just go back. I don't even. Why are you here? But you here? No. You know why she's here? She's here because she get the fake white status. She could claim the fake white status. That's why. And there's a Mexican lady that was I don't know. I think she might be Mexican. That was talking some shit too out here in Orange County. the representative of Orange County, which, guess that's where I live, in Orange County, California. Racist as it is. You don't get, and it's funny because you don't get no race. The gangbangers, the Mexican gangbangers are not racist toward you. It's interesting. The gangbangers and the Mexican gangbangers, they don't harass black people. They don't harass old black people. But guess who gives you a problem? The regular everyday Mexicans out here give you a problem. When you're in competition with these people, boy, it's over with. You're the enemy. Right? You're the motherfucking enemy. All right, so we're going to play this clip. She probably get that wake up moment. We're going to play this clip. Then we're going to play a couple clips, man. And I'm going to go into the other lady with Orange County. I might go into a couple of these stage mass shootings, man. You know what I'm saying? I really want to kind of go into the backlash, or, you know what I'm saying, the non-black, blah, 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 blah. So we going to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. We just going to keep going, man, you know? I lost Confederate spitting. Hold up. Yep. Hold up. All right, let me play this damn clip real quick, man. Hold up. Because I can't be like, oh, this, she thinks she white, or because she got, you know, she probably has the fake classification, the fake status term, triggering liberals. These motherfuckers is crazy, bro. Let's see what these shit. And this broad is representing Missouri. All them black people in that state. But see, there's a lot of Boulay and Mason. All right, so this fair use 1976 under Section 107 Copyright Act. This gives me allowance to report on this video for commentary purposes and education purposes. All right, let's go. Oops. Share the screen. And these motherfuckers jump on the MAGA bandwagon, MAGA, right? But damn, dude, how the fuck are you? If you're an immigrant, how would you know when America was good or not? If you're a fucking immigrant. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. If you're a migrant. Make that shit make sense.
Is running for Missouri Secretary of State posted this on X. She said, Juneteenth is ratchet, and I agree with real Candace Owen. If you don't like America, GTFO. I won't tell you what GTFO means if you don't know, but it means just get out of here. And she posted a video because she had to make Juneteenth about her somehow. Here's that video.
Reparations from slavery and Black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats.
I'm sorry, but I can't stand people with heavy ass accents like that. Oh, bro, that shit be getting on my nerves. I can't even understand what she's saying, bro. Hardly, man. You know what I mean? You don't even fully know English, right? You know what I'm saying? You probably don't know nothing. No, you probably don't know. Just like Vivek, what's his name? Didn't know no history and shit, talking that shit and try to make the history. Don't know no history. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, this chick probably don't know none of the founding fathers. They don't know nothing about the history, his story. Don't know nothing about, you see, our so-called history, right? Well, we've been put through this in this country. And who's to say this, right? I'm not a big believer on the slavery thing. That's just not me. I don't really see enough proof. But let's just say if that didn't exist, you know what I'm saying, and or whatever the case is, and just most people you know what I mean, just came up and have the similar upbringing, but they just came from different places, right? You didn't really hear too much about slavery or foul treatment from, you know, ancient times back in the day. Okay. Wouldn't we be on the, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't we be on the same, like, wouldn't be on the same playing field, kind of like? Not everybody, you know what I'm saying? People been through worse shit in this country. But see, just because we say we've been through some shit, I don't even think we really made the word reparations up. That was term had been in the English dictionary, right? Been in that law dictionary, right? The Black's Law Dictionary. I don't understand. We ain't making these terms, these broad and ambiguous terms up. We're not making these definitions up, right? Yeah, man. So I'm gonna continue to play this clip real quick, man. This lady's crazy. Let's play this.
The most ratchet holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for Black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations, even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, kind of.
How did she get that way? I don't know. You know, if you weren't completely sure that she was playing up her hate for the camera, she actually wore a shirt that said "Don't be weak and gay" during Pride Month. So 2 bigotries, 1 video. It's very impressive that she was able to do that. But I mean, I guess she got what she wanted because here we are talking about her on our show today. You know, it's just funny how the Trump campaign released a statement claiming that Republicans under Trump's leadership, what do they say, quote, will continue to advance the American dream for all people, right? That's not quite the Republican Party that we know today. And on, you know, just to solidify that point, Republicans are out here posting videos like this one about how Black people don't deserve things like reparations or even acknowledgement of the fact that the United States enslaved their ancestors. And when I say ancestors, it's not like even hundreds and hundreds.
Because this country's not even hundreds of years old, for one, and for two. You know, they the slave stuff, we don't. Okay, let's skip the slave shit, right? Let's talk about Jim Crow. Let's talk about the prison to school pipeline. Let's talk about mass incarceration. Let's talk about building motherfucking highways and byways and fucking flyways to our so-called neighborhoods or communities, right? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the sterilization of so-called Black women in the 40s, 30s, 20s, 40s, up to the 70s. Nobody want to talk about that, right? You see what I'm saying? It's funny too, because they didn't say, you know what, you know what I'm saying? You guys are from the East and y'all from the West. We're gonna treat these motherfucking Black people from the West a little bit better from these Black people from the East. We're gonna treat these Black people from down South a little bit better than the ones from the North. It was who you are, right? It was bigotry, it was racism, right? I mean, you know, and the funny thing about it, we're not even trying to play, you know what I'm saying? We're not even trying to play the whole politics, the whole what's that called? The oppression Olympics. We're not trying to do that. All right. Let's go. We continue.
Hundreds of years ago. It's just a few generations ago, right? Like the children of slaves are still living today. So, Farron, Republicans are not known for their inclusivity. What do you think of all of this?
Now that one definitely was racist. Like there's no doubt about that. She put her whole heart and soul into that level of racism.
It's interesting how she said that. Her heart and soul. Now, just to, you know, she was hella passionate about that, but see, damn, okay, so and see, this is the thing. See, that one thing I give to these Europeans, man, they everybody ride their dick, everybody ride their coattail. Everybody wants to use the talking points and act and swag just like these motherfuckers. And it's funny because the poor white people want to be like other races. It's interesting. That's another fucking story. But everybody wants to ride the coattail and, you know what I'm saying, and use these talking points and these phrases and these motherfucking, you know what I mean, words and all this shit and pun and all this, the same as these Europeans. Everybody wants to do that, right? Very interesting, I think. I think that's a very interesting thing. Why? You know what I'm saying? You know, these people have a lot of influence. And see, you see these white motherfuckers talk, oh, well, shit, the Jews. But nah, but dude, you got just as much influence, though. When people come to, they don't think Jews. When people come to this country, they think white motherfuckers. And guess what? Y'all the same people, but that's another topic. The same people. Right? That's another, I can't say, you know, there's a lot of stuff I can't say on here, man. There's no free speech on YouTube, by the way. But I agree with the dude. She put her all in that motherfucker, man.
But here's the thing that gets me about it. When you have these people like, you know, Valentina right there, talking about if you don't like America, get out, go to Canada. We hear that from Republicans all the time. If you hate the country, leave. Well, y'all are the ones who clearly hate it.
Didn't I say that? That's a white Republican conservative talking point. I don't miss the Democrats either, though. All right, shit, let's go.
You don't like immigrants coming into this country, even legally. So you hate those people.
And it's so cold. These Europeans are so cold. These Europeans is cold. They got the immigrants. Their base is the motherfuckers that don't like the immigrants, and they the motherfuckers. Their base is the ones that don't like the immigrants, and they're the motherfuckers. They using immigrants for their talking point. Boy, this is cold. Cold motherfucker. This shit crazy. This shit crazy. Let's keep going. Oh, it don't make no sense.
You hate that the country lets them in. You hate black people. You hate the entire LGBTQ community. You hate the government. You hate the environment. So literally every part of this country, the environment, the land we're on, the government that runs it, and the people that make it up, you folks in the Republican Party hate it all. You literally tell us how horrible the government.
He's right, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I don't mess with the Democrats either. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, why none of these people point out the fact that nobody's calling this lady out? None of these politicians, man. That says a lot. That says a lot.
Government is. So you hate it. So follow.
You can't say nothing to migrants. You can't say nothing to migrants, or you can't say nothing to or about migrants or immigrants.
Your own advice. You seem to hate everything about this country. You seem to hate all of the people in it. So bye. Do what you're telling everybody else to do and get the heck out of here, because we're okay. We're okay with being with people with differing opinions. We're okay with being around people with different religions. Y'all are not. I mean, we saw that in Louisiana this week as well. So it drives me up the wall when these people use their own hatred and bigotry to try to say that other people hate America, when clearly it's them that hate everything about this country.
Yeah, and it's a weird way to love, I think, to just, you know, kind of blindly accept a place or a thing or a person with all their faults and just say, I love you anyway. And that's fine. You can love people and their faults, but at the same time, you can love something and say, but it can be better. And I love you, so I want you to be better. I want the best for you. And I think that that's kind of the difference between the right wing and the left wing approach to this particular talking point. And
man, them Tuskegee experiment was no joke. They all crooked. They crooked, man. You already know they are, dog boss. Can't trust none of them motherfuckers.
As far as Juneteenth go, you know, I live in Houston, and Galveston is where it all started. Galveston is just south of Houston, for those of you who don't know. And so it's always been a really big deal in this part of the country. And so when it got expanded to a national holiday, that was a really, really big deal, especially here in Houston and Galveston. And there's so much history regarding slavery and even the Civil War here in Texas.
Like she's from India or something.
Specifically along the Gulf Coast. If you go down to Galveston,
I mean, they can bring in some good points, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? When, I don't mess with the Democrats either. You know what I'm saying? Most of them they're not for reparations either. Oh shit, what a coincidence. None of these motherfuckers are for reparations. Oh shit. Oh. We be tripping, man. But see, I blame us, but I blame the Congressional Black Caucus too, though. But I blame people like Messy Jesse, Congressional Black Caucus. I blame people like that. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
Listen, for my birthday last year, I did a cemetery tour. My birthday is right around Halloween, so it was very spooky. And it's funny because all the headstones are all from Confederate soldiers. And when you're living here today, you can forget very.
But see, that's another thing too. They lied to us about Confederates. Excuse me. Those Confederate people that was fighting Civil War, those weren't the real Confederates. The real Confederates look like me and you. That flag that they had, that's the actual flag. That shit that we fly called the American flag, that's a banner. There's a big difference. Let's go.
Very easily that this was part of the Confederacy. This was a slave state. A lot of our cities were built by slave labor, you know, and all of that is history that needs to be spoken about because there's so many generations of people who are still suffering the repercussions of slavery and the Civil War and all these things. And then on the right, with the conservatives, you have them trying to erect Confederate flags everywhere and saying that this is my culture and it needs to be protected, even though the Confederacy lasted, 4 years or something like that. Slavery lasted much, much, much longer, had much longer repercussions. It had.
I mean, she right, and the thing is too, man. I'm not, that guy to talk that slave. I'm just not that guy. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, let's keep 100. Or let's keep it a buck. Would you want to be that person that your legacy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Your legacy or your history or you know what I'm saying, your ancestry had slavery. I don't want to be that person. I'm sorry. And we wear that shit like a badge of honor or something. But like I said, I never seen a slave ship. I'm confused. And they got everything else in that motherfucking museum. They got motherfucking Neanderthals and all this bullshit, but they ain't got a fucking slave ship in that motherfucker. All right. So let's keep it. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this. And
even after slavery ended, and Juneteenth is like the example of this. Even after slavery ended, Black people in this country were still treated horribly, not just poorly, but horribly. They were just barely given any rights. They were barely treated as people or as Americans. And now the Republican Party is trying to say that they want rights for all these people. It's just not true. Any final thoughts, Baron, before we move on?
I love the fact that you bring up that the Confederacy only lasted a couple years. I mean, TYT and Ring of Fire have both existed in American history 4 times longer each than the Confederacy did. TYT and Ring of Fire are more a part of American history, I mean, just in terms of how long we've lasted, than the Confederacy. So, let's start seeing more Ring of Fire flags or TYT flags everywhere. Fly those in the back of your pickup trucks because we've outlasted your idiotic little Confederacy. That's what I wanted to say.
So what do you?
All right, I don't mess with. I'm playing. All right, I gotta actually go. I'm gonna step out for a second. I'll be back. I don't know why I'm playing. I don't really fuck with this undisputable Dr. Dude like that because I don't fuck with that liberal. I fuck with balance. If it's bullshit on one side, it's bullshit on another side. It's not. No. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play this bullshit, man. Real quick. Let me see what the hell they got to fucking say. I'll be right back. Let me see. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? We'll share the screen again. I'll be right back. I gotta go do something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'd rather this than Roland Martin. I'll be right back.
Black people to, well, you know what it means. GTFO.
I'll be right back with y'all.
You know exactly what that means. If not, keep thinking about it. GTFO if they hate the U.S. Who said we hate the U.S.? We don't like your ways. We're not trying to hate. It's the other way around. Watch.
Reparations from slavery and Black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most ratchet holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for Black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born in the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, kindly get the f- out.
I used to live in St. Louis, Missouri, land of the Dred Scott case. Remember how shocked America was? Supreme Court upholding slavery, denying the legality of Black citizens. So it should not surprise you. Valentina Gomez, the 25-year-old GOP candidate for Secretary of State in Missouri, posted that video across her social media belittling Juneteenth, firing off her criticisms of reparations, all while donning a shirt that read, "Don't be weak and gay." Her family, they got to be ashamed. They got to be ashamed. I generally don't speak on people's family, but there's got to be somebody in her family who says, I'm not with her.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
In a post caption, Gomez, a Colombian native, whose family migrated to the U.S. This is why I'm telling you, her family is not about this. I hope they're not about this. She wrote, Juneteenth is ratchet. And I agree with, they love to put her in our face, don't they? Candace Owens. If you don't like America, GTFO. The conservative pundit has also slammed the holiday as lame, ghetto, made up. I'll tell you what's ratchet. That what I just played for you is ratchet. That's the only ratchet thing I saw. But look, let's give her a history lesson. I know you all know, but let's give her a history lesson. Juneteenth commemorates the day when the last enslaved African Americans in Confederate states were freed. And you know why it took that long? It's so devilish. Union soldiers arrived in the town of Galveston, June 19th, 1865. Union Major General Gordon Granger proclaimed it Emancipation Day. It was proclaimed a federal holiday. Well, not the next year or the year after that or 100 years. Oh, well, that was just a couple years ago, 2021, when a Black Star with the history lesson. However, African Americans in bondage in other non-Confederate states, such as Kentucky and Delaware, y'all always want to think it's the South, right? You got to remember, this was everywhere. Weren't legally freed until the 13th Amendment took effect on December 6, 1865. Sometime, 6 months later. You just want to get every drop, don't you? Just squeeze all of it out of us. Gomez responded to the backlash in a comment to Newsweek. Gomez didn't back down from her remarks. Straight white men built the roads we drive on, the buildings we live in, and the ones that fought and declared independence from the tyranny of the British for us to have freedom and the pursuit of happiness. You got to get her a history lesson, a real one, not one that Santos wrote. Are you for real, Miss Gomez? To anyone that does not like America, GTFO, get the out. President Trump is the greatest president of all time, and I look forward to accepting his endorsement. With any luck, it'll go like the rest of them been going lately. Let's get her endorsed. Former president. And maybe it'll go like the rest of them. They're not batting 1,000, that's for sure. Like many of her unabashed Republican peers, she is a fervent Trump supporter who hasn't shied away from sharing her far-right views on social media. I call them racist and homophobic and misogynistic. Several posts advocating mass deportations, law enforcement protections, gun rights. She's also attacked the LGBTQ plus community, Pride Month, and DEI initiatives. After a Brooklyn federal judge criticized the behavior of several New York City firefighters who heckled the state attorney general, Letitia, I won my case, James, at a promotion ceremony. Gomez said those workers were being suppressed by a tyrant government. Stay in Missouri. You got to make sense in Missouri before you start talking about another state. There's a little bit more. Earlier this month, we also highlighted another video post by the doc.
You work hard on your marketing, But does it actually work? With Monday.com, you have everything you need to get the results you want and easily demonstrate the impact you're making. You know exactly what's going on, so you have the control and confidence to run your campaigns while still making sure all your marketing efforts fit your strategy. Go to Monday.com and manage your marketing better today.
Paper forms belong in a museum, not your office. FormStack makes it easy to automate your work so you can send paper processes packing. Go from idea to workflow in minutes with FormStack.
Diehard MAGA head who took to X following Trump's conviction and posted this video. Watch.
If you're not voting for Donald Trump, then you ain't Black or an American. President Trump just won the 2024 election, and the Democrats just gave us 34 more reasons to vote for him. The entire judicial system is weaponized against the one man who wants to secure freedom. You're a patriot or a traitor.
I need you to just go ahead, Senator. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I don't want to spoil what I'm only eating little portions, and I don't want her spoiling what's coming to me. Okay, I'm going to eat after the show, and I can't. It's just so ignorant. I have to hand it off to you, and I do apologize.
Sharon, I'm sighing deeply so I don't cuss.
Thank you.
I really, this one right here is sending me all kinds of places. First of all, the chick is I hope you write about her family, but she picked up these bad habits from somebody. So it's either in her career path or at home, but somebody is responsible for this. She is ignorant as hell, no doubt about it. She need to be in the front row of a Black history course for the next 5 years. She needs to be front and center every single day for the next year. So when she says to Black people, and she is another reminder, let me remind our audience that it's not only white people who can be anti-Black. She is a Latina who is she's an anti-Black racist. Put an exclamation point on that, underline it, bold it, underscored, message in a bottle, on a plane, just not American or Southwest.
We're not doing either.
I'm still messing with Southwest. But anyway, the chick, I had to get some levity. I'm about to jump out of my skin right now. Yeah. The nerve of her. So when people like her who think like her, because this is a mentality, who uphold white supremacy, because that's what this chick is doing. She's upholding white supremacy. And one of the first things they will say to Black people is go home. Go get out of here. Well, home is right here.
That's right.
Okay. We were born right here, so this is our home. Now, if you want to go all the way back, there's only one group that was forced to come over here without a choice, and that is the descendants of enslaved people in the United States of America. The rest of y'all, for the most part, you came on over here on your own. But let me go and put that in the parking lot. The First Nation people, the indigenous people, are the only ones who can tell people to get the F out of here. Okay? Because their land was stolen, not by Black people, mind you, but by the white colonizers who came and just took this land over. I mean, Sharon, I could go Christopher Columbus. I can go, there's a book I want to recommend to our viewers. They Came Before Columbus, that highlights how African people did come here. They just didn't try to take it over and steal other people's land. She needs, oh my God, this chick, it is vile as hell, but she's playing to the Trump crowd. So she's saying everything that she needs to say to try to endear herself to that crowd. But just going to ask Ramaswamy how that works out. Just going and ask him. He's running for president. How did that work out for him? She is vile in every way. White men did not build this country. It's called the United States of America is a hegemonic nation because of the forced labor of Black people who built this joint. To quote one of my sisters who created that slogan.
Built this joint. And that includes the house that what's his face wants to
go back
Thank
to. That's
you.
exactly right.
I started to say infest, but
Yeah.
look here. Okay.
Oh,
Really?
Lord.
The speech is violent. And as the senator said, it
Oh,
is vile.
It's ahistorical.
Okay. Ahistorical.
It's
Well, you want to talk about
ahistorical.
indigenous people, good people. They said, you're not going to survive if you don't know how to work this land. Let me help you. And what'd you do?
Just one other point.
Go for it.
Somebody, because they want us to go to other stories. Don't give us stories like this and then bounce us off. This right here, we can do a whole show on this because we need to educate people. Stop playing these games. Y'all playing games. Tricks are for kids. You know, somebody put up on social media, I don't know the origin of it, but I totally agree with this sentiment that America should be happy that Black people only want justice and not revenge.
Thank you.
Chattel slavery is a hell of a thing. And it's not just that she wants to downgrade Juneteenth. Mother Opal Lee, who's in her 90s.
Remember all the miles she walked, son?
Oh my God. In 2016, Sharon Reed, she walked.
Sign up to be a member if you want free shipping.
Yum. That's a tasty looking email. With Square, getting return customers is as simple as hitting send. Square, big in restaurants.
1,400 miles to draw attention to this and finally get it to be a holiday. So although Joseph R. Biden, the current president, signed it into law, it was at the hands of Black people who've been doing this even before a Mother Opal Lee was even born. This chick with no history, if it slapped her in the face or sat next to her, she don't get it. We need to do a whole show on this. I'm telling you, hey, TYT members and family and friends and frenemies, I'm hot. I'm hot on this one. I got some papers around me. I ain't got my fire extinguisher. But y'all know what happened.
Look at that. You see what this fool did? Look at that.
Jesus.
Look at that. You did it. Okay? You did it.
Sharon, I cannot.
Talk about listen here. And the indigenous people,
why must we be subjected to this kind of vile ignorance and attack on Black bodies, Black lives? Woo, Black pain.
Got the nerve to be running for something.
That's it.
Don't know.
And it is because of Black people's constant fight for liberation that any other group, including immigrants of all walks of life, have even a chance in this country. It is because of the Black liberation struggle. Now I need them to go tell that.
White women too. By the way.
All of them. Oh Lord, I want to call this chick so many names, but it would not be pleasing.
The indigenous people who
get out of here.
You threw a little scraps of land to. If they did start telling people to go back to where they came from, it wouldn't be Black people.
It wouldn't be us. It'd be everybody else.
They told the dog killer, the governor, you're not welcome on our land. They did do that recently. Okay. You know who I'm talking about. She shot her dog and a goat. And there's no reason for it. You put it in a book like a fool. And so they did declare, you're not welcome on our reservations. That's what they told her. Go on, Christy, and take Miss Vanessa with you.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the truthful, Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Africa is disappointed in South Africa. Why our elections matter to the continent. Hello, my name is Renee Lomorema, and I am your host right here on the African Diaspora News channel, reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. A lot of people online have expressed their disappointment about the election results, and those people are our fellow African brothers and sisters. They expected Julius Malema, a Pan-African man, to at least get a number of supporters, making him the official opposition party instead of the DA. But instead, the DA, a party led by a white man, surpassed Julius Malema's EFF party. And now Africans are wondering, why did South Africa give their vote to a white man? Check out what this woman had to say.
Why did Julius Malema perform poorly? We all thought that with what is going on in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, the people of South Africa has also seen, and which same for South Africa. We thought that the people in South Africa are blacks, but it appears to be that these people are white. These people are white in the sense that they don't see their real enemy. Instead of them to attack the 20% of the white who occupy the 80% of their land, to see them as their real threat and problem, they rather see Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, and other Africans who are just there to work as their enemy. So they really went and voted against Julius Malema because he's a Pan-Africanist. And according to what I learned, the things that if Julius Malema becomes the president of South Africa, he is going to open up the borders of South Africa to other African countries. So other Africans will come into South Africa and they will work and compete with them when their real enemy is there. So they even went ahead to vote for the white man. They thought that they are doing somebody. My fellow brothers and sisters in South Africa, you are only causing your own harm and downfall. What makes you think that if we don't come to South Africa, we are not going to develop? You still need a lot of education. Your problem is not your brothers and sisters who are blacks. Your problem is the white man whom you have decided not to see to be your threat. Majority of South Africans do not want the liberation of Africa. And if Africa will become liberated, then I think we have to do away with South Africans because they are not ready to do away with the apartheid regime that they are going through.
When apartheid government fell in 1994, the continent rose up in applause. The end of white minority political rule and the inauguration of the ANC as the new government of South Africa was a shared celebration. Many African nations played a vital role in supporting the ANC and its cadre in the fight against apartheid. Political freedom in South Africa was a significant beacon of light and liberation in the continent's long crusade against colonialism and towards self-determination. In 1957, Ghana became the first African country to gain independence. South Africa was the last of the former colonies to attain political freedom.
All right, sorry about that, y'all. Man, how long did that take? Sorry about that, man. BJ, what up, man? You know what I'm saying? So look, man. All right, so I'm gonna go in on a what's the name? We're gonna play. Sorry about that, man. That's burnt. We're gonna play what's the name real quick? We're gonna play the other lady, right? Okay, let me type this in. I'm curious. Let me type something in real quick. Let me type something in. Rant Fox. And you notice Fox News ain't Fox News ain't reporting this one. I just think that's interesting. Fox News ain't reporting this. That's why I'll be telling y'all, man. Y'all be loving Fox News. Y'all be, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be, man, people, oh boy. Y'all be loving y'all some Fox News, man. I don't see no nothing on Fox News about it. I think that's interesting. Hell, I don't even see nothing on CNN about this shit. Interesting how you don't see these big mega, why don't you see these big media corporations talking about this? Damn, that's interesting, right? All right, let's go to something else, man. No, my bad. I already did what I wanted to do. All right, so Orange County, right? I already did what the hell I wanted to do, man. All right, so Orange County, it's gonna pop up. Bam! I don't even know what this chick's name is. Now look how racist these motherfuckers are. Look how they gonna pander. Look how they're gonna back when she says that. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. I don't know why any so-called black people today watch this Fox News or MSNBC or CNN. Damn, man. Motherfucker. We think the white man's ice is colder. Let me see.
Anyone can
Watch
monetize with ads.
these motherfuckers.
As
But if it was-
part of
look,
the all
she
new
gonna say
Behind
something about
Ad
some free
Network,
people, it would have been a wrap.
thousands of newsletters.
So why did they bring what she said up about reparations Fox, but they didn't bring up what Valentina Gomez said? Interesting.
Lawmakers Ash Kalra and Kate Sanchez debated whether or not Asian and Latino residents should have to pay for slavery reparations.
It's not about paying. You know how much shit your taxpayers' money go to that you don't even know, and that you're not tripping on that. Oh, so when it comes down to us, but see, the funny thing about it, your taxpayers is paying for these illegal immigrants, right? I'm sorry, man. But see, that's kind of, I mean, as companies are falling away, but then it's more so the people that's supposed to represent it. Wait, represent. Did I say it right? Well, no. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I just think it's gotten out of hand. That's what I think. I think this shouldn't got out of hand. Right? So why is all these Hispanic, I don't know what to call them, politically correct, incorrect. It's Hispanic people, I guess we could call them that. Why is this the time to go in on us? Why is it the time to talk about so-called black people, right? If they should pay, like this is coming out their pocket. These motherfuckers is out their mind, bro. Like they're tangibly, like they're literally seeing it come out their bank account. Let's go.
Roll it.
The majority of our state is Latino and Asian, making up 55% of our population.
They're saying it. They purged black people out. Didn't black people used to be like 20-30% of the population in just LA alone? And in some cases, 50% of the population in LA? What happened? And you saying the whole state How did it get like that? How is all these Asians here in California? How did the Asians population overpopulate us in California? Interesting. When we have historical monuments and historical things that we own, like Bruce Beach, in a lot of parts of Venice and Santa Monica, Black people own that, right? So how is these people? How are these motherfuckers the majority all of a sudden? Because that's the whole thing, right? That was all by design, right?
It's fundamentally unfair to force these people to pay for this.
No one asked Black families over generations if it was okay to take their wealth, if it was okay to enslave them, if it was okay to put their children in generations of poverty.
Okay, two
Well,
sides
you know
of
what?
the
Whoa,
debate.
whoa, 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 whoa. Let's back that up. Poverty. That's an Indian dude, right? It looked like an Indian guy. So the Indian guy, he come from the most racist country in the world. One of the most racist countries in the world, India. Where they got the caste system, right? Where they cast your motherfucking ass out. The Brahmins are up, or the first tier. You know what I'm saying? And the so-called black people, so-called dark ones, are called the untouchable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Let's go.
Assemblywoman Kate Sanchez joins me now. She was the
See, y'all didn't know that Mexicans pushed in to be white and have the status of white in the 30s, right? Did y'all know that? Did you know? Look up LULAC, League League of United Latino Americans or something like that. Look that up. You know what they say? Their statement was saying. You know what the founder was saying? We are not to help the Negro. The Negro is on his own. They want to be separated from the niggas, right? Because y'all see, and they try to make it seem like skin complexion that have nothing to do with it. It's a fake status, fake sovereign term. Didn't they say they didn't want no so-called Mexicans and all that? And weren't they called Mexican in words and all that too? So we okay. I mean, honestly, you can't mess with a group like that. The chameleon type group. I'm not saying all, but a lot of Mexicans don't even know that history. They don't know nothing about no LULAC. They don't know nothing about no motherfucking fake status white term. They don't know nothing about that, right? And let me go into this room. Look what she gonna say. And they talking about paying, and that's crazy because aren't we paying for the Ukraine war though? Aren't we paying for the debt? Aren't our tax money paying for the debt that is the reason why this fiat currency has still been issued? Yes. Damn, motherfuckers need an educational. We need a crash course in politics, 101, political science, economics, history, anthropology.
lady in the first soundbite that you saw there. Why should...
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Why should Latinos and Asians be exempt from paying reparations?
So, it's interesting. We are a majority minority state, California, waking up 55%. It's fundamentally unfair that they should have to pay for something that had happened before many of us have ever even been in this state to begin with. And I have to tell you, we see a lot of wild bill ideas coming through the California legislature quite often. But I had to speak up when we saw this, and their price tag could potentially be up to $800 billion for cash reparations.
So who should pay? I mean, if Asians, Latinos don't pay, obviously black folks are not going to pay. Who pays?
That's a great question. And I think that's probably why this task force is continuing to do the research. But
see, when the Jews get money, everything, there's not, why is there not no research with that? When Ukraine gets money, is there no research in that? But see, that's why, honestly, we're not holding our election officials accountable. We're not holding the congressional black talkers accountable. We're not holding them accountable. That's kind of on us too, though. Just saying. Talking about Wild Bill ideas. But then what about, you know what I'm saying? What about, you know what I'm saying? This isn't this okay, Wild Bill idea. Is this a DACA state? Is this an amnesty state? That's not a Wild Bill idea. It's just people pick and choose, man. As people, and you know what I'm saying, in life, you'll just know that people, that's all people do is pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to stand on certain shit. People want to pick and choose and flip and flop. Let's go.
It does say in this bill that they have funding from a local, state, or federal opportunity. So that means California taxpayers, maybe national, right? Federal. They said they will take from any sources that they have possible.
Okay.
It's pretty wild.
Do you think that any reparations payments should be made at all?
Of course not.
I don't think the people of today should have to pay for the pains of the past. I do believe that there is pain there. There is a history there. And I think for that, we should have more discussions.
Maybe I'm turning this shit off. This shit is bullshit. But just to let y'all know, we don't have no friends. You know what I'm saying? We're on our own. I hope everybody, you know, stops with some kind of alliance, because these are politicians or officials we talk about doing that shit. We're not talking about Mexican gang bangers. We're talking about. We're not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about the Mexican mafia. We're not talking about that. We're talking about these are regular motherfucking square bear, everyday, day-to-day political officials that have some kind of power and influence in California, and even throughout the Senate and the Congress. Thinking like that, weaponizing shit like that, saying "fuck you" like that. These people hate us, man. You know what I'm saying? And guess who else hate us? We hate us because the Congressional Black Talkers and Maxine Muddy Waters and Karen Bass. How come Karen Bass hasn't said anything about this? How come Maxine Muddy Waters hasn't said nothing about this? How come none of these California officials have said anything about this fake, well, she's white, same thing. This white lady right here talking this. How come nobody has called her out? Nobody's called Valentina Gomez out, but nobody has called her out either. Damn. So I'm confused. If you're some kind of Latino or Hispanic, can you just talk? An official, can you say anything about black people and get away with it? Why are they exempt from? Why could they say something? If that was a white dude, maybe, or white lady, they would have probably got a little bit of backlash for it, maybe. But when the Latinos or Hispanic, I don't want to term the word. When they say something, then damn, that's crazy and shit. But see, you know, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I got people in my family that's half Mexican, and I got, you know what I'm saying, you know, the whole nine. I got Mexican friends and shit that, you know, I would, you know, grew up with and everything. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This is not a good look. And then remember last year, or like a couple years ago, when the city council lady Nuri Martinez basically said that they're gonna take money and funds from the so-called black areas and put it into the Mexican areas, and was calling the little kid monkey and all this racist weird shit. Like, really? You know what? You don't see no Mexican people or Latino people calling this shit out. How come you don't see no Mexican YouTubers or Mexican or Hispanic or whoever YouTubers calling this shit out? Why are they not saying nothing about this shit? We gotta wake up. I don't know, man. Politically, economically, because that matters. Those are the two ends that matter. Politics and economics. Those are the two ends that matter. Everything else does not matter. Street shit, that don't matter. Other bullshit don't matter. Work, shit at work, that shit don't matter. Motherfucking career, that shit don't matter. But political, from the political end and the economic end, that those two things matter. All right. Excuse me, y'all, but it gets to the point. It gets old. You know what? I gotta go back. Shit. God damn it. Hold on. This song about right here too now. And another broad, Valentina talking about, oh, BLM. What the fuck does BLM got to do with this? You know what? And this dumb motherfucker, LA Icon, some dumb fucking podcast, Mexican podcaster. Oh, I didn't know that was for Juneteenth. I didn't even know Juneteenth was this. I didn't even ignorant motherfucker. We supposed to know all y'all history though. All right. Oh shit. Supposed to be a representative of us talking that crazy shit, bro. So it's okay to be say racist shit like this and bias that shit like this and be a representative? How's that not biased though? But if you had a judge or something like that talking this shit, if she was a judge or some type of lawyer, she would have probably got backlash over this. Because now you representing people and you could feel this way. But see, you know what I noticed though about the media and society period? If that was a white broad talking that shit, motherfuckers would be mad. We really think that we hold white people, I'm sorry, but motherfuckers think that there's some kind of higher entity or being or something. That's straight up. That's straight up. And this dummy right here. Let me wait. Let me go. I'm gonna play this, but then I'm gonna go back to somebody else playing talking about old girl real quick. I don't even know her name. Then we'll I'm gonna end it.
But it was actually a celebrity, and I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. That's the dumbest shit. We shouldn't be paying taxes anyway, you idiot. Nobody should be paying taxes, asshole. How are we paying taxes, you know what I'm saying, off the debt of some fiat money? Idiots, man. They got these dumbass motherfuckers on here. Excuse me. I don't like to say this much, man. I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't like to, go with these talking points. But did they just hire her because she a black lady with a weave and shit and eyelashes? Why did they hire, you know what I'm saying? I think she got degrees and she do all this bullshit she was saying or whatever, but that's some dumbass shit to say. I don't give a fuck how much book smart you are. Common sense is rare, may vary, motherfucker. You know what I said? Common sense may vary. And this motherfucker right here, boy. Idiot. This is a black woman talking this stupid ass shit. But guess what? If that would have been a white woman talking that shit, these black stupid motherfuckers would be mad at them. We don't hold ourselves to a high standard. We hold them to a high standard. Man, oh, the blind leading the blind. This lady's a fucking asshole. All right, we'll play a little bit of this. Shout out to Demetra K and the African Diaspora Network. Y'all, tap in and subscribe.
Kate Sanchez out of California, who is a Republican, wants everybody to know that she was one of the only assembly people to go against the recommendations of the reparations committee that would give Black Californians who are descendants of slavery some money or land or whatever it is. Now, specifically, she went on Twitter and she said this. Breaking news, a key committee just approved a hashtag California legislating bill to help distribute reparations that could total $800 billion I was the only member to raise concerns. Why should California taxpayers foot the bill when none of us had anything to do with this? Ridiculous. Now, I want y'all to hear from her own mouth what she said. Check it out.
Economists, consultants from the task force reported the total amount could be as much as 800 billion. 800 billion. That's 2.5 times the size of our entire.
What? So, you fucking, this is a stupid ass bitch. States go in deficit and they go into they go into high, they go into deficit. They're over budget, they're under budget. What the fuck is she talking about? Some states fall into deficit. Some states go broke. That's how fucking America works. That's the fucking free market capitalism, like y'all motherfuckers talk. I want to hear some. I want to hear some Mexican people going. I want to hear Mexican people going in on her, and I want to hear Mexican people going on to Valentina or Cuban, Colombian, wherever the fuck she is, going on to Valentina Gomez. If I don't, other than that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this shit. I really don't. This lady talking that bullshit. But if it was white motherfuckers and shit, you know, because obviously she want to be. Well, she is white. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Then it'd be different. Yeah, we crazy, man. I blame us and shit. You know,
Entire state budget. To pay for that, you
everybody
need
want to talk about budget. We pay for all these illegal. We pay for. I ain't gonna say illegals. Well, some of these people are illegal. We paying for all these immigrants, though, dude. We're paying. Fuck it. We're paying because you don't think California. So California's not paying for Ukraine, right? That's not coming out of our tax money for Ukraine and Israel. See, it's funny because stuff that's supposed to be happening here, they don't want to make amends for it, right? And whatever the fuck. But stuff that happened in other countries, we're good with letting our taxpayer money go there. We're all right with that. We're not talking about that. We're not putting up a fight about that.
Major tax hike unlike anything this state has ever seen before. I recognize and acknowledge the painful part of our history. The pains of our past should not be paid by the people of today. The majority of our state is Latino and Asian, making up 50.
Okay, so red line in the district that happened not too long ago. The discrimination happened not too long ago. See, that's why they fooled us. Because we keep talking and believing in this fucking slavery bullshit too. That's how they get you, because they know it didn't exist like that. So guess what? Something that it don't exist like that, you get to go hard back on that shit and say, oh, this is why you shouldn't have it. They're not going to come out and say slavery didn't exist. So they're going to play these stupid ass fucking games. But see, check this out. Okay, we're talking about redlining. We're talking about redlining, right? Not that long ago. It still happens today, my bad. Gentrification still happens. We're talking about those bullshit ass freeways through our cities. Still happens. We still talking about, you know what I'm saying? Sterilization of black women. We're talking about the Tuskegee experiment. We're talking about motherfucking poverty-stricken neighborhoods. We're talking about you know what I'm saying? School to prison pipelines. We're talking about why so-called black people are supposed to be only 13% of the fucking population in America, or we're like 70-60% of the population in prison. We're talking about shit like that. Everybody talks to slavery. I don't even think. Guess what? Slavery. See, that just goes to show how low IQ, how stupid motherfuckers are. But if it was something for her people, she would not be talking that shit. We crazy, bro. But I blame people like Candace Owens for really, really coming out and talking that shit and making these motherfucking other people more comfortable to talk that shit. Because guess what? Oh, well, Candace Owens said it. She's black. How am I racist when she said it? It's like 5-year-old psychology. You know what I'm saying?
5% of our population. Most of them, like me, are first, second, or third generation.
But that means you're an immigrant, doesn't it? That means first, second, or third generation. Doesn't that mean that there was some immigrant? We were here, period. There's black, so-called, I'm not gonna use the word black. We've been here. We're indigenous. You just said you're first, second, third generation. That doesn't mean indigenous, does it? Does it even really mean a native?
immigrants who had nothing to do with slavery. Discrimination, Jim Crow laws, nothing.
You discriminate on your jobs. Your fucking your Mexican police department, police and sheriffs discriminate, right? Don't they? And aren't they in those gay ass gangs called the 300? Those bullshit ass gangs called the 300 or Lakewood, Linwood Vikings. Aren't they in those weak ass gangs? I don't get it. So discrimination is over, and so Mexicans don't discriminate, or Hispanic people don't discriminate against us, right? On your job sites, there's like 90% Mexican and like what 1% black. Y'all don't discriminate there. Y'all don't discriminate inside the prisons, inside the jails. Okay. All right. Jim Crow was like 30. What? Jim Crow was like 60 years ago. That wasn't even that long ago. But see, you see how, like, motherfucker, because I got ancestors that were alive during that shit. You know what I'm saying? My pops was even alive during that shit. So how is that? That was not that long ago. Man, these motherfuckers is crazy, dude. They try to make it seem like discrimination just disappeared and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, when the majority of California became a majority Mexican, then discrimination just poofed and left, and nigga, that shit threw on some Converse. And
Fundamentally unfair to force these people to pay for this, and because of that, I will be opposing today.
So as you heard her talk about, why should they have to pay? Now, when she says they, she was talking about the Asians and Hispanic community, talk about they make up about 55% of the California population. She also cited that some of us are first, second, and third generation immigrants, and it has nothing to do with us. And so she is going to vote against it. It sounds like, she has, because it passed from a 30-7 vote there at the state senate in California. But I want y'all to recognize a few things. For one, she has joined a coalition from her own mouth with that of the Asian community, says that we do not want to be held responsible. Who else does that sound like? It sounds like Joe Biden, huh? I'll be damned.
Remind you of jail and prison? The Mexicans, see, this is the different thing about it. The Mexicans align themselves with the racist Nazi skinheads, right? Against you in jail. And on the streets, and politically, they align themselves with the Asians to gentrify you and you get your ass the fuck up out of the Asians own the motherfucking neighborhood, the liquor stores and the bullshit fucking. They let the foreigners be the own businesses in America. Anyway, right? And the Hispanic or Mexican people are on the job sites. Interesting. These motherfuckers got the businesses. These motherfuckers are holding and locking down the jobs. Oh, somebody's gonna get fucked. Somebody's gonna get discriminated against, right? It's the person that are the minority. We're the minority in California.
If I'm made to feel responsible, something my ancestor did 300 years ago. They all sound alike. Now again, she's a Republican.
Y'all see how Biden is against reparations too. Y'all love this motherfucker. Y'all have a romance with this dude. I swear, y'all act like this motherfucker is the shit, like the savior. But he's against reparations too, and y'all voted for it. Black people so stupid. Let's go.
Latina, a white passing one, if you ask me. But anyway, so they don't want to be on the hook for that. They weren't here, and that's the other thing. Well, if you wasn't here, then shut your mouth. It ain't got nothing to do with you. How you gonna talk about we first, second, and third generation, and then come over here and try to tell people what they should accept and what they should pay for? Just go sit down somewhere and mind your business and don't.
That's crazy, motherfuckers that ain't even from this motherfucker coming over here demanding and shit. Feeling entitled, like there's these women too. They got these women talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they know if it was a dude, he'd get his ass knocked out. They know if it was a dude, somebody would want to see him about something. But they let these women do that shit because they don't have to be held accountable anyway. So you know what I mean? Oh yeah, just have the Latin because nobody's gonna go in. And then right, haven't seen no black. I haven't seen no Congressional Black Caucus going on this. I haven't seen no Maxine Muddy Waters say nothing about this. I haven't seen, what's the other one? Karen Bass. I haven't heard Sarah say nothing about this. What's the other one? Jamel Hill. And what's the other funny looking one with the blonde wig? The immigrant one. That's on MSNBC. What's it? Joy Reid. How come none of these they so quick to talk about Trump? See, that's to fool y'all dumb motherfuckers. That's to fool stupid people.
don't you ever forget, Miss Sanchez, that you and your people over there, due to the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears of Black Americans. See, what y'all like to do is use the blueprint of Black people and then go help yourself and then turn around and thumb your nose at Black people. That money is owed to us. Now, I know a lot of people talk about California was not a slave state, but it sure had a lot to do with accepting slavery. Y'all go look it up. And not only just slavery, but the Jim Crow and a whole host of things that are still going on over there in California. So a lot of times you hear some of our people talk about this Black and brown coalition. That does not exist. They've said it many times. They do not want to join anything with us. The only thing anybody else outside of the Black community, I'm going to say Black American community, is interested in doing is plagiarizing everything from us and then passing it off as their own and then have the nerve to talk about we don't want y'all to have what is due you. Does she have that same sentiment about her homies that's coming over here when they ain't supposed to be here, especially in California? They're going to spend $2.6 billion a year to help immigrants who do not have health care. No matter what they need, they're going to get that. But there's Black homeless people over there. In fact, Black people make up the most homeless population, not just in California, but in the United States of America. But her people coming over here and getting all that there is to get, but she don't want us to have.
But isn't it Karen Bass? Isn't that on Karen Bass though? Isn't and I don't even know the dude's name. The governor of California, I don't know his name. Gaston, I don't know who it is. Isn't it on him too? Is it on people like Karen Bass and Muddy? Maxine Waters has a district out here. What happened with her? Oh, my bad. She was telling the Black homeless people, the predominantly Black homeless crowd, that they were deceived into going over there thinking that they was going to get vouchers for Section 8. She told them to go home. How are you going to tell homeless people to go home? I don't know. But see, that's interesting. The Black woman tells the Black people and insults them. But if that would have been somebody Hispanic, they wouldn't have insulted somebody Hispanic. If that would have been some Creed person, they would have been insulting a Creed person. You know, we are just. I think a lot of us need to stop voting. A lot of us need to just, you know what I'm saying? Just try to, you know, if we just want to be stupid and ignorant, let's just do stupid. This is not stupid, but let's just do riskful things like trying to start a business and shit. You know what I'm saying? Putting our money together and just trying to start a business with each other. We might as well do that. If you want to take dumb risk and say stupid shit and do stupid, well, that's not stupid. But if you want to be risky and frisky like that, let's just go on and just do that. We might as well put our money where our mouth is. We might as well put some kind of effort towards something that's going to be tangible at the end. We ain't going to do that.
What has not been paid to our ancestors and paid to even some of our people that are living now, you feel like...
Let's see, this is around the Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're going to have to play that right now, too. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to close it out. The Tulsa, Oklahoma thing, man. That shit is... Dude, come on, man. That's messed up. That's messed up. You know, and then, you know, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I got older family members alive right now that are really old and stuff like that. What if that type of stuff happened to them? You know what I'm saying? Would I like that? No. We crazy, man. We are crazy, dude. We crazy. We wild and shit. You know what I'm saying? We off the hook. We off the hook. We'll play the rest of this. And what did I say? What did I just say I was just gonna play? I'll remember right now.
You should be the spokesperson, the gatekeeper of the funds and everything else that is due to us. So we need to be very careful. And the other thing about that is some of that is our fault. Because we so quick to invite everybody to the cookout. Oh, you cool with me? And this, that, and the other. Right. And the other reason why it's our fault, because we lace up our bootstraps and we go romping and stomping and help everybody else put out their burning building while ours is still on fire. We need to stop doing that.
But then it's kind of not, because that's our representative. Our representatives don't represent us. So in other words, our representatives don't represent us. Does that make sense? You know, did I say that shit like a fucking asshole or what? You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
We don't owe them anything. We need to take care of ourselves first. Even the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, listen, even our brothers and sisters in Africa, we see y'all. But Black Americans, we got to take care of us first, because nobody is coming to help us. As he also said, nobody in that White House is going to help Black people. So I want y'all to pay attention to how they move and how they are moving. She has said it out of her own mouth that Asians and Hispanics have joined the coalition to say, we don't think Black people should get reparations.
Teaming up on motherfuckers, dude. But see, I knew it too. I'm not gonna say too much, but I knew when old boy from Long Beach came out here and then, you know what I'm saying, and teamed up with the little, you know what I mean, with the little essays out here. I knew. I was like, yeah, I already knew this shit. Because if we was in jail, you couldn't do that though. But damn, so out of jail, you're gonna be okay. I get it. But yeah, man, this is wild. You know what I mean? I just think I'm not surprised. Not surprised. You gotta expect people that hate you, man. You have to expect stuff like this from people that hate you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know who else hate us too? Our representation hate us. Karen Bass hate us. Maxine Muddy Waters hate us. Who's the other one? Shaq, what up? What up? What up? Karen Bass hate us. Maxine Muddy Waters hate us. Who else? Who else hates us? Jesse Messy Jesse. Al Not So Sharpton hate us. Who would lead No Merit? You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers come. Even some of them, even certain motherfuckers from the Nation of Islam. Let's just keep it funky. Let's not. We ain't. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. That shit crazy, man.
Even though their ancestors endured the most horrific thing done to man. Now listen, because I know when I say that, there's a lot of people saying, well, what about us? What about our community thing?
But see, the thing is, look, and this is how, you know, people are so fake and it's so bandwagony because, you know, if this was the Holocaust or they was talking about something like that with somebody else's plight or whatever they went through, supposedly, you know what I mean? Nobody wouldn't be calling them crybabies. Nobody wouldn't be saying, get over it. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Just like Columbine, the Columbine shooting, you ain't hear nobody talking about get over no damn Columbine. But meanwhile, people talk about get over slavery, get over this, get over that. You know, but still, isn't it still slavery? Do I got to clock in and clock out and go to work every day? That's not slavery. Only certain people, you know what I'm saying, get their own businesses and certain people can't. The establishment and the institution that you're supposed to be educates you don't even tell you nothing about balancing the checkbook or nothing about owning a business. But they're supposed to be the educational spot, right? And they got all these rules and regulations so that you can keep your kids inside of that indoctrinated ass place like that. That's crazy, man. We just so psychologically, you know, I just, you know what I remind, not just us, but you know what that just reminds me of, period, on the strength. That reminds me of the like the pimp and hoe type relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's what that reminds me of. You know. That shit crazy, man. But we, you know, everybody gets sympathy. If it's for the Holocaust, baby, if it's the Holocaust, we on it. You know what I'm saying? If it's that, if it's what else, right? It's y'all celebrate Mexican Independence Cinco de Mayo Day, and nobody talk about that, right? Nobody questions that. Nobody want to, you know what I mean? Even the Caucasian conservatives, they don't talk about that. They don't question that. We be tripping, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. We gone, dude. You know what I mean? Like, on the real, man. You know, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Things we went through. Listen, y'all go take care of that. We're not saying that that does not count, but I guarantee you, you will never find anything that compares to what Black Americans went through the institution of slavery, Jim Crow, and even the stuff we're going through now. Nobody else on
they
the
act
planet
like you know what I'm saying? Just because like time it modern and advanced a little bit, like all this shit just disappeared. Like, you know what I'm saying? They act like all that just came with history or time. You know what I mean? I can't feel sympathetic
to that. But I want y'all to pay attention to how they talk. And the other thing is this: our Congressional Black Caucus, we're gonna say so-called, right? Go look up their mission statement. It talks about helping Black people and other marginalized groups of people. And then after you go look at theirs, I want y'all to go look at the other caucuses, the Asian, Hispanic, and all the other ones. And their mission statement is gonna talk about their people and their people only. So it's our people, our Congressional Black Caucus that's running around talking, helping everybody else. And they're not just talking about helping everybody else. We see them talking about helping everybody else while they leave Black Americans in the dust. So stop voting for them too. But I wanted y'all to see that because she's not even unapologetic about it. Now, I know Black people make up about 6% in California, but there's still enough Black people to strike a mighty blow. Because don't you ever forget these Democrats, and I know she's Republican, but the Republicans are starting to court Black voters now. They still need Black people. They still need us. So if y'all live in her district, y'all need to really think about getting her up out of office because she don't love Black people. And that's okay. We don't care that you don't love us. But don't hate on us about getting what's coming to us. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetria K Show, here on YouTube. Peace.
They tripping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, you know what I mean? That's why I don't man. See, if we had some kind of representation, it'd be a different story, man. It'd be a totally different story. It'd be good. If we had some representation, everything would be different. Everything would be flip upside down. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Over here. Hold up. Damn, I was gonna play something else. I forgot. Damn. What else? What else I was gonna play? Shit. Damn. Damn. I don't even know what I was gonna damn play, man. I forgot. All right, let me see, man. Damn. Damn, I forgot I was gonna play. That's so whack. But I believe people like Candace Owens too, man. Shaq, what up? What up, man? What's good, man?
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. What's good with you, man?
Man, what you was listening to? What's good with it, man?
I was just yeah, man. Oh girl. I was just talking about oh girl, man, and you know how all these, like, you got the Mexican lady out here in Orange County, California, representative talking about she don't think they should pay Mexicans and Asians to pay because of the majority out here. What the fuck does any of that got to do with anything? And then you got the other girl, you know what I'm saying, Colombia, that's running for, you know what I'm saying. So, I forget what the fuck she's running for in Colombia, but she's running for some kind of office in Colombia, talking about
in Colombia.
I mean, or out here, excuse me, in Missouri. My bad. Talking about Black people could get the fuck out of here and shit, and you know what I'm saying, reparations. You know what I'm saying, all this bullshit. It's just like these motherfuckers old with that shit, man. Why is there no backlash though? That's what I want to know.
That's the way they feel, man. I don't know why we keep saying racism. We keep saying it don't don't exist. Racist and racism is definitely very well. People practice that. I don't know why these fake ass foreigners come from these other countries and act like we the racists when we trying to claim our own indigenous heritage, and they trying to say that we are the race. Oh, we xenophobia. You Americans are the most xenophobia. When they actually come over here and try to help these corporations keep us with the misinformation, keep us miseducated, misidentified, misclassified. They keep up the bullshit to try to push us off our own land and push us into something that we ain't. But they this same motherfuckers running from their country though, because they claim they don't like what's going on in their country and their government. Then they want to come over here and claim to be American. When you coming from a country, bro, from a whole nother country.
That's fact.
And see, some of our people got to get our head out our ass, man. We got to. If we're gonna really read, we got to get out that Bible, out these churches, man. Because it's a heavy indoctrination in any of these institutes, these churches, colleges, these goddamn universities and shit, and all these people come over with the same indoctrination because they actually coming from their own. Why you think when we consider the white man, other people revere their talking points and their literature because they come from the same goddamn land.
Right.
So the same stuff we'll say, bring up some tough factual stuff, they'll just deny it.
Y'all can't hear you.
And this Black Caucus shit, it's a setup. Like I said, man, why is we getting identified as black, bro? Like, socially, I'm gonna come where people identify themselves as. The problem is when I say, well, I don't identify as that. I'm this, I'm that. And then people try to say, no, y'all, would you say you? I just told you what I am. You don't do yet. Don't nobody do that when these foreigners come over to this country. People pretty much get to claim and say they even take up new alias when they come to this country, bro. And don't nobody transgress on that. They allow them to do that. They allow them to do that. Even the people that's supposed to be our people that look like us, that talk like us,
right?
That come from some of our neighborhoods, our communities, our upbringings. They've been indoctrinated too, and they holding up this BS too.
Man,
they holding up this pretend identity, bro.
Peep that.
So it's like you got people that y'all say y'all like the truth. When people tell you the truth, so a lot of our people, Frank, is still romanticizing these stories that's been told, bro. In the colleges, in the film and movie industry, the film coming from the CIA, coming from the Pentagon, coming from foreign entities that's collaborating to keep us unidentified, pretty much. They treat us like we the UFOs, dog. We the unidentified.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that, bro.
We the unidentified foreign objects.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I listened to Dane Calloway. He over on he was over there with Sister Betty, but he was over on Unscrambled Mind and stuff. So they kind of talking about the same stuff. We got these little mestizos, these Mexicans, foreigners, these Spanish mothers come over and trying to discredit us from being Indians and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's really getting pathetic, bro. And discredit us as being indigenous to this land.
You see how they keep doing that? Just that word black too long. And that fake status term they call white. You know, and they're gonna call us the opposite of that. You know what I mean? And make the distinction, you know what I'm saying, the distinction through that. And everything, you see what I'm saying, is some kind of rivalry or something, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to us and them. You see what I'm saying? So that's light, you know what I'm saying? Just like kind of like a little bit how they was breaking it down Malcolm X in that dictionary, how certain words were described. You seen black was described as the worst motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, right? Known to man. You know what I mean? While white was described as the purest, driven snow, you know, innocent, you know what I mean? How does that work? It's all it's wordplay, it's play on words, it's a couple things, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know that, you know what I mean? A lot of this so-called English language, you know what I'm saying? This English language that we got, we know that these motherfuckers mastered the double talk, you know? They mastered the pun, the play on words. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know, our people don't even know nothing about that. But hell, we don't even know, shoot. We ain't tripping. We keep talking about slavery this and slavery that. They talking about, oh, man, we got to pay for something hundreds of years ago. Damn, the country's not even hundreds of years old, for one. And for two, what do you mean something we got to pay for hundreds of years old? Jim Crow was like 60 years ago. Redlining, that still happens. Discrimination, and they be like, oh, racism. You know what they say? They'll say slavery, Jim Crow, and discrimination. So y'all made it seem like as time advanced, discrimination just poof went out the window. Racism just poof went, or race, you know what I'm saying? Bigotry and all that went out the window. Interesting. Just because shit got better for y'all motherfuckers because y'all fled your country and y'all came here, right? Don't mean that shit is getting better for us. While we in this motherfucker still, am I right? Y'all got generational wealth. We got generational curses. We have, you know what I'm saying? Most of us don't have generational wealth because we got it so indoctrinated to the point where we actually got something or got a piece of land, we sold it like we're crazy. Shaq, what do you think about that? You know what I'm saying, right? Like we're motherfucking insane. What you think about that, Shaq? Wow, no.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude, they did a number on us, man. They really did. You know, what you think? I just think this shit is like, man. And I just think, you know, the representation.
We don't have any.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, even the people that, like I said, Frank, we know that look like us might not be from us. A lot of them come from, you know, other countries, man, and they able to, like I said, amalgamate themselves into this United States culture, you know, and society, and become some bigger than what they ever will ever be in their own homeland. That's the one thing the United States allow these people to come over and be first class this and second class this and wealthy, and because this is something they never ever be able to attain in their own homeland. Never, unless they come from a raw bloodline that's been running the lands and stuff, and you know it's been passed down. Errors been passed down to them. Even some of them still don't, you know, they run from that too sometimes and come because you know they have infight. See, they don't tell her they have in. I keep telling people, man, a lot of these foreigners that run over, they running from the infighting. They running from the infighting. They come over here and play and want to rub their nose up in the air.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they bring their fighting, they bring their traumas, they bring their tendencies and traits up to this North American, this what we consider North American region, and try to, you know, even ones coming from anywhere, Canada, people coming from Britain, anywhere you could name, Africa, Asia. See, they got a lot of infighting going on, and they try to make it seem like, oh, the black community, we so divided over here. Them people are so divided. Them people is desolate. And see, that's another reason why a lot of people don't like Trump, because when he said them third world countries, shithole third world countries, because they allow these people to come over here and aggravate and get naturalization and build up some type of citizenship. And they wave their finger at us and say, well, why you ain't doing it? Why y'all? We came over and did it. See what I'm saying? If you righteous, you don't do that.
Fucking fact. That's a fact. That's a good.
You know what I'm saying? But these people are not righteous. They try to play like they're righteous. First of all, some of their religious beliefs are treacherous, bro. Anybody that's fallen upon the Catholic Church and Catholicism, these people, you see all the different priests and stuff, man, that's been getting called out and been getting, you know what I'm saying, getting what they just do. And them same people get to run out of their country, their homeland, and run here, get to run here. Anytime this these non-GOs, agencies, corporations allow these people to come over here to replenish the workforce, the labor force. It's all to subjugate us as the majority, which they say the minority. If you really believe it, the minority really is the majority. That's another reason why they want to lump a lot of people over in here, bring a lot of people up here. It's replacement.
And you notice, look, now lets you know that we really did this anyway. But how they trying to replace us? How they doing? Why are they doing that to us? What's going on? You know what I mean? Well, the white people, oh, they're doing this to us too, but they're not because they're not. These people aren't in your neighborhoods, my bad communities, so they're kind of not doing this. These people aren't in Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? They're not in Westwood. Does that make sense? Right?
Hold on, say it again.
I said the white people try to be saying the conservative, oh, white conservative, oh man, they're replacing us, but how? But they in your community. These motherfuckers ain't in your communities, man. Hell, these motherfucking foreigners don't even own liquor stores like in your communities. They're in your communities, dude. They don't own, you know what I'm saying? Even I'm talking about the Indians and the motherfucking the other the Middle Eastern cats. How does that work? Oh, they're trying to replace us. I don't listen to Fox News, bro. So I don't listen to none of them conservatives because they're silent. How come none of these conservatives are calling this lady out? One of them is both of them are conservatives, bro. Both of them are Republican Latina women. Why is the Conservative Party Republicans not calling them out? If there was white, they would probably be. See, you see how we hold white people, even the media, the mainstream media, society. You see how people hold them at a high that fake status term to a high esteem, a high standard, or how we get fixated and get trapped in this lie that white skin is white or light or whatever their skin tone is white when that's not even the truth. Right?
I mean,
there is no that white skin tone is not white. White is the status, right? You know what I'm saying?
It always was the status. It always was. Right. It always was the status. Like black, try to put terminology like Negro and freedman and stuff like that. All it was what you call social constructs or titles, statuses. What's the other one? Identifiers. You know what I'm saying? Identifiers. Now we mainly being identified as black and African American. They don't even bring the Negro up, all it. Which Negro still was identification. It was a way want to identify you. White, like you said, it was a status. It was a status. You know, because at the time, you see, they say free white. So was that because of your skin tone? Was it because of your bloodline? What was it because of the profession you was doing? Like these things, these conversations have to be broke down. And we just assuming just because you was freeman that you always was the type of slave that you was a slave, that you was freed slave. Okay, well, if that is, then we had to apply that to the so-called white freedmen. Then they had to be freed white slaves. Then,
right.
if that's how we're gonna roll with it, but they pick and choose. Oh no, that was indentured service, which was still another form of slavery, bro. Servitude, another form of servitude, dog. Like we're not gonna discredit the people that are in hardcore slavery, but most of the slaves that slave with them, and we even use it. It was a slang term, bro. Like especially you working for your family. Right now, we'll say, man, you working like a Hebrew slave. You working in the cotton field, or you working in the cornfield, working out there in landscaping, and working something out there in the heat or out in the cold weather. And you know, he said, man, you working like a slave, man. God dang. So that's a slang terminology. Mainly it was family members, man. People was working for their family members. When these foreigners came over, they changed and flipped it and made it something else.
Exactly.
They made it something else because they was the actual ones coming from actual real servitude and slavery. They the ones really coming over there. They
right.
You know, locked up. So if you in prison over there, purgatory, That's all the terminology they brought over here, bro.
The fake slave ships.
Fake slaves.
You know what I'm saying? And then that you're right. And then the fake, and then see, why was there a bunch of pictures? How does that work? So there's a bunch of pictures. They don't got no actual. I mean, there was no actual. Excuse me. There was no actual pictures. My bad. Excuse me. There was just drawings. Why was there no pictures of us supposedly? But guess what? Guess who was the pictures? There was pictures. There was no pictures, actual pictures of us on slave ships. Right? That's a fact. There was no pictures of us on any kind of steamboats. That's a fact back then or whatever, right? Even though the slave ship didn't come out to the way almost 1900s. That's another story. But why, you know what I'm saying? There's pictures of Europeans on slave ships. Why is there pictures of actual pictures? Why is that? But there's no pictures of us. See, people, we don't think, we don't do our research, but it's all good because we got Love and Hip Hop. We got Real Housewives of Atlanta. What's the other show? You know what I'm saying? We got you. As long as we got reality TV, we good. As long as we got ratchetness, bullshit, we good. You know what I'm saying? The females got the bullshit ratchet. The dudes got the fake thug, kill them up, shoot them up, bang, bang, kill your own race, purge your own race, bullshit. So, you know what I'm saying? This is all by design. As far as I'm concerned, this Jim Crow, this shit is still going on right now.
Well, heck yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? This whole
neo-Nazism is definitely full effect. It's the plan is working. The plan is working, Frank.
Exactly. You see that? And guess who's the new face of it though? Guess who the new face of it is? I mean, the dude, Felix Tarina. This is the president of LULAC. Damn, they ain't gonna play the speech, man. He said, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to help the Negroes on his own. That's what they said.
And what was this?
This is LULAC founder.
LULAC. I never heard of that before. What is it?
League of United Latin American Council, some shit.
Ah, so that's what they own. What it's called?
LULAC.
It was LU what?
Racist as hell, boy.
What's
They
it
got
called?
history. I think in Texas and I think in California. We got history. LULAC. LULAC.
LULAC. LULAC. Yeah. Let me see, because I
want to see the speech though. He has a speech where he was like, "Oh, the Negroes on his own. We don't believe," saying all types of crazy shit.
They didn't conspire. So they conspiring to get us up with the Jews and Anglo-Saxons and shit.
Right.
To get us to keep the further they push us further down.
As far as I'm concerned, they're the same person, right? Y'all all the same people. Oh, my bad. The Latinos fall under Catholicism. And guess what? The Latinos fall under Catholicism. And guess what? The Cree people fall under Judaism, or my bad, the Torah, or the Babylonian Talmud. That what they really go under. That's another topic. Interesting. You know what? Let me type this up. Let's see what's going on. Damn, dude. Hold on. Let me play this real quick, and then I'm gonna play something else. That's Whoopi Goldberg, huh?
But the U.S. was not content with what it had, pushing westward to seize the land that many presidents believed was America's destiny. To reach that goal, President James Polk provoked war with Mexico. After a long and bloody battle, the U.S. occupied much of Mexico. The two countries decided to work up an agreement, and Mexico ceded half their country to the United States. This part is important. There was an agreement called the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. It gave around 100,000 Mexican nationals living in those territories citizenship if they decided to stay. But more importantly, the agreement protected the rights of any Mexican whose land was now part of the U.S. But when the treaty got sent to Congress, the Senate removed the part that protected the land claims of Mexicans who now lived in America. This would forever change the fate of generations of Mexican Americans to come.
Your body tells you when to stop. My family has settled this area for literally centuries. So we have very deep, deep native roots here. We're at the top of El Cerro de Tomé in Tomé, New Mexico, established in 1739. Our eastern boundary was the top of the crest of the mountain, the Manzano Mountain. So that was the original boundary. We've lost some land through the years. At one point, several years ago, we were a landless land grant, literally. And we originally had 150,000 acres of land. Today, Tomé has approximately 400 acres. My name is Andrea Padilla. America owes us the opportunity to take care of our own communities. My name is Rita Padilla Gutierrez. I think regaining some of our land back would be justice. This is kind of our land grant room. Here we have the patent signed by Ulysses Grant. This is the patent that was granted after the war with Mexico and the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo to honor our land grant. And it's signed by Ulysses Grant, who was president at the time. Seal and everything granting us that our land grant would continue to be ours. So this is it. Again, but then later they stole our mountains. So.
My name is Arturo Archuleta. I'm a land grant heir to two land grants, the Manzano and the Tierra Maria land grant.
Damn. Seriously.
Yeah, that's what evolution is, bro. They're trying to make that shit an exclusive, make it out of like you coming from our one place. That's dumb as hell. That ain't evolution, bro.
Man, you peep that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think, and this is another thing too. I think the government too. You know, these motherfuckers be. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers are elitists anyway. You know what I'm saying? These people on these caucuses and these government motherfuckers. So I think this shit, a lot of the time, this should be set up for infighting anyway. This is set up for more division, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. What you think, Shaq? Okay, so. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, what you think? Sure. Well, hold on. This shit tripping, man.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now, but it's this shit freezing on me, man. What the fuck are you doing that, man?
Yeah, what's it?
No, hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on. Why is this shit acting like that? Man, hold up, man. Is this shit still pausing, bro?
Oh, it's messing up. It's freezing on you.
You know, I can hear you, but I don't know why it does this every now and then, man. Especially when I'm on live, it freezes like that. I don't know why it does that. Let me just, I might have to just quit real quick and come back in real quick. This shit's bullshit. This shit ain't letting up. This shit's not letting up. This shit's motherfucking relentless. This shit's probably
Oh, too damn. Franklin dropped down. Yeah, let me help him out a little bit. Yeah, man. See what we got going on, man. We definitely got a genocide that's going on here in the United States of America, man. And a lot of people is pushing up toward this northern region, and they really trying to push us off this land, though. They really trying to get rid of us, man. For real talk. Like, we got to come up with some strategy points, man, because everybody is colluding against us, bro. Even the people that look like us is helping other mugs collude against us to build up economics, politics, education, natural literacy. They, you know,
from different angles. You see that?
What happened now?
They coming at us from different angles, man. They're just
Every angle, baby. Every angle they can. Everybody coming, man, and trying to, you know what I'm saying, usurp the man, boy.
But see, when they do it, and they don't never get, certain people don't get called out. But see, this is how they do it. They play the game on you. So I'm thinking that from the vibe that I'm getting from the message that they being sent, that it's sending to me, it looked like to me that Hispanic women, they can say what that are politicians can say whatever they want about black people and not get away with it. I don't know. If that was a white woman, if that was Marjorie Taylor Greene, they would probably have backlash. But see, that lets you know that people, the society, and we hold white people to a high extent. We motherfuckers act like they're God or something, bro. Straight up. Like there's some kind of higher being or something. Why are they, you know what I mean? Why are they getting held to a certain kind of Shaq, you see what I'm saying? What's that all about, right? You know, I don't know, man. We got a lot to do, dude. We got a lot to do. Shaq. We have a lot to do, man. We be tripping, man. We dropped the ball, man. But it's not. I mean, it's really these people that's supposed to be representing us. It just looks so. This is like a hip hop motherfucker or something, right? Or Snoop or somebody. You know what I mean? A famous person. You know, they got to have bodyguards on them, right? You know what I'm saying? Most likely. So if they don't have bodyguards on them, guess what? You know what I'm saying? If they don't have body, guess what? Somebody gonna get on them, right? Same with this. If you don't have no kind of representation, politically, economically, you're just gonna get swallowed. And we don't have no representation. We haven't had representation for a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tripping off this thing. Like, this shit is crazy, man. Wow. But I'm not surprised. Shaq, I know you're not surprised. But exactly what it is, Frank, is that they use these other so-called minorities. Yeah, they you notice that's a good point. They use them, Shaq, to go at us. Right? You feel what I'm saying, Shaq? So they can be like, oh, I'm not racist. It wasn't me. I'm not the racist guy. Shaq,
Oh
you feel me?
no, yeah, you're right. I mean, some of our people didn't been sold out, man. They've been from family bloodlines and stuff out. So it's in the blood, man. It's in some of our blood. Some of our, people that look like us, and we in the most peculiar situation, dog. But there's a lot of people around the world that's trying to maintain their indigenous heritage and indigenous culture and stuff. But man, it's a tough feat right now, dog. When you ain't got no allies,
That's a good point, Shaq. You ain't got no. It's like that's why. I don't. I'm not a Fox News dude. I'm not. What's the other shit? What's the other one? The new Fox News. What's the other one? CNN and MSNBC. I don't mess with none of those, man. You know what I mean? I know, and I've been know, I can't be like one or the other. You see what I'm saying? Because they both, it's division, right? So it's bullshit. If we can't see by now, man, we still on the games, man. We're not ready for a change. You see what I'm saying? That makes sense, Shaq? We're not ready for any kind of evolution. We're still falling for the same old okie doke, bro. What does that say?
Yeah.
Maybe we're not for the game, right? I think we should just, right? Maybe we should just go back to square one and go to the draw board. How you say it? We got a lot to learn, man. We really do. We really got a lot to learn, Shaq, man. It's just like for everybody to go in on you like that, man, and and young people to sell you out. It's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? It just goes to show too. And I think they said this, they sell us out for you know what I'm saying, a Mason title or Lodge title or a Boulay title or you know what I'm saying, something like that only benefits them and their family, right? They sell us out for some shit like that, some kind of, and I guess that's tangibles to them. It's crazy, man. They sell us
think
out.
it's benefiting their family. I think it's personally benefiting them. Sometimes their family don't even be they didn't. Some of them they didn't exclude themselves away from their family members, man, and just be out there on looking for it. And that's where you get some of these people joining these organizations, these groups, these fraternities, because some of them ain't connected with their family like that, bro. They like to group up and link up like that. They looking for surrogate families and stuff. Even people that go to church and stuff, like these people, they join these churches and stuff because they're looking for that. They're looking for that family love that they're not getting from the love, their actual bloodline loved ones. So it's a way to it's a little predatory to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, because a lot. If you notice, it's the same scenario with people that's been through trauma.
You know, you peep that.
Mm-hmm.
So these
Be the
people.
ones they
Yeah, so
draw
the thing
in.
is, let me cut you off, Shaq. So these people, they talking about their land and they trying to get their land back. I get okay, I get it. No, more power to you and everything. But I mean, how does that work? You know what I'm
People
saying?
talking about.
So y'all talking about y'all against us getting something, but you got whole people and whole communities talking about they fighting for land back from the man. And it's interesting. We don't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? And like a lot of these misleaders egg y'all motherfuckers on and hype y'all up, right?
Of course.
That's what that's exactly what the Congressional Black Caucus does. They fight for y'all. You see what I'm saying? But see, why is the back? Why? But see, that I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You see what I'm saying? Because you talk about us and do all that and do us dirty and shit. It's good. We good. We're solid. You know what I mean? Man, I don't, they'll be looking like this. They're the workforce, and then everybody else, like the Indians and the Asians, they're the business owners. So we just getting X'd out, man. We getting gentrified, you know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, we don't say nothing when they fight for stuff, or when it's one of the holiday, whatever the case is. But it's when it's funny, they get extra entitled when it comes down to something to love. But I get it. That's on us for not being exclusive to our culture and our you know what I'm saying, and everything that we create. But you got people like these people that's supposed to be representing us, pushing that bullshit and pushing that narrative out too, though. It's crazy, man. It's just like, man, I get it. I'm like, I ain't gonna say I don't get it. I get it. Trust me. Like one more.
Yeah, but this is an ongoing thing, Frank, man.
Would you,
Bro.
Shaq? What you think?
What's
What you
that?
gotta say? You see how they paint? You see how like when it's them, it's oh shit, it's tragic. Oh fuck, man. Like, but when it's us, it's I mean, that's history. Oh, we gotta move. Oh, not everybody's like you people Shaq.
Yeah.
Well, that's just yeah. Oh, well, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. That's why I try not to get too like what I'm saying wrapped. I just honestly what we really need to get wrapped up into is actual group economics to come together, man, and putting our money together, aggregating our money. That's what we need to come together on and be on that shit on. Other than that, everything else is like bullshit. You know what I mean? A lot of the social media and all this stuff has us and tricks us into thinking, tricks us into falling for these narratives, right? But you see what I'm saying, Shaq? You see the point in this video. You see the point, right? It's just like, okay, it's all good when y'all fighting for something, but when we fighting for something,
right?
That shit is crazy, man. So I mean, honestly, I don't think you should. You know what I think though? Honestly, Shaq, what I know, if this is not your plight, if this is not your fight, if this don't involve your people or your descendants, whatever, you know what I'm saying, then shut the fuck up and mind your business. That's my Shaq. Am I right? Mind your business.
Yeah.
Why is these these Latino representatives? You notice, and they came out in the same month talking that shit around the same time. Is this orchestrated? What's going on with this?
Yeah, it's orchestrated because I didn't know they had a league of that stuff you were talking about, bro. Like these people forming all these little groups and stuff, man, and trying to claim stuff, bro. And we out here, you got now. Like I said, man, we bring your boy up with this FBA stuff, though, and then AUS, like it's indigenous. I mean, Africa. What they say? African? No, American descendants of slavery, bro.
Right.
Who? You know how broad that is, man. It's people that came over, been over here since the 1600s. That's classified as American, bro. That's of all nationalities that came over here and procreated, had babies down. You know what I'm saying? So that was not a specific identifier. That was another trick bag they put you in.
Yep.
American descendants of slaves. Why the hell would you want to wear that badge? Why would you want to wear that title on you? Why?
But see, that's what I was saying earlier. Why are we romanticizing the slavery? Like, why are we like? Honestly, wouldn't you not want your people to be known and have ancestry of slave? I wouldn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't find that. You know what I mean? I find that like something that you want to be proud of. Or is it just me, Shaq? Does that make sense?
Let me ask you a question.
Proud of that. Or is it just me?
Have you ever heard somebody say they was a descendant of a Christian, of a felon? Have you ever heard somebody say, I'm a descendant of a felon, descendant of a murderer? You ain't never heard that dumb shit.
Interesting.
See, these people think they be smart, bro, and they be on some slick stuff, man. And they be playing with the opposition, man. They be getting paid to do this stuff. The agency stuff, the double agent is so they show you it in the movies, man. All this 007 movies, James Bonds and Black Ops and Enemy of State and Long Kiss Goodnight, Assault, Murder at 1500, The Undercover Brothers. I mean, they showing you all the plays that they running. They put them in the movie. They put them in the novel. They put them in the book. Put them in the comic books, Marvel, Star Wars. They telling the story actually through some of these films, but they, it's just actors and characters that they switch out.
That's all it is. Exactly what that shit is, bro. That makes sense.
I mean, you got people like Dane Calloway, the American Indians and stuff. They bringing out a lot of information, not just going off the, like you said, the romanticized story that they laid on us and through their education institutions and through their religious institutions, and
You're in the fucking line. It's supposed to be this country's supposed to be all that, right? And, this and that, right? But at the same time, they don't even, your institution is supposed to be so pristine, so everything's supposed to be so, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they don't even teach you how to balance a checkbook. They don't even teach you business. What does that tell you? Kind of tells me a lot. What does that tell you? Like, really? I'm not even gonna get taught business. The schools, everything, and this is my bad. These are the schools that they're supposed to be, hyping up and and protecting and hype, you know what I mean? All this hype about Americans, and then they're not even teaching you proper shit, man, but they're teaching you to be a worker. That's why you got to work for the corporation, right? You know what I mean? Teach you to pay taxes. Don't question. Obey in this motherfucker. But I mean, so they're fighting for their land, but I just think people pick and choose too much. People pick and choose too much. When we had the LULAC and all them, and people that just hating us and hating on us, right? Yeah. So and then I've noticed how ABC with the commentary from what's her name? Goldie Whoopi Goldberg, they talking about all this. So okay, now check this out.
If you're among the 30 million Americans like me who can trace their families to Mexico, then you will also be happy to learn that Ancestry.com has just added the 1930 Mexico census to its online family history database, the world's largest. And access
Why did it take so long?
To this new collection is completely free. The 1930 Mexico census features nearly 13 million records and counted nearly 90% of the population. So
How far does it go back?
Exactly.
Because at one point, they consider Mexico, what we consider North America, what we consider Canada, all was North America, bro.
Wait,
All
what
these
about Canada,
wars,
right?
before these different wars and stuff and these divides, huh?
I know. What about Canada, right? Wasn't everything all linked together? This is a good point. What about Canada, though?
Yeah, man, look, the waters, man, the rivers, bro. We was connected through the rivers, man. People was traveling through by boat. People were traveling by different canoes and stuff. We were shipbuilders and stuff. So we were traveling up and down this so-called landmass, you know.
I can see that. I can see that. It makes sense. This is not without, you know what?
In your Mexican family history, or are already a pro, you'll be amazed at what you can discover in this new collection. Begin by visiting Ancestry.com/Mexico and type in the information you know. Our technology will search the 1930 Mexico census and other historical records for possible relevance and generate hints that offer suggestions to help you start finding family members in the collection. The 1930 Mexico census is easy to browse, and once you make that first discovery,
They ain't know they're dropping facts on the shit. He talking about kind of same thing we talking about, man. He talking about the American Colonization Society, how they formed it was trying because there was too many Negroes here. They had a Negro problem, but they was trying to get rid of it. See, they lied about the transatlantic slave, man. They were sending American Indians, indigenous people from this landmass over there to populate them desolate West Africa landmass before they brought any damn African over this way.
Right.
And people don't want to tell that story because they want to romanticize the story that the European education system, colonization.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a Negro problem. We was too many of us, man. So that's where you get them sending people over and trying to establish certain colonies over there in Africa, what you consider Africa, like West Africa, because that's at a certain point in time that place was not populated, bro. The west part of that, the west coast of Africa was desolate. It's still desolate. They don't a lot of places over there don't even got damn water. They can't even they don't even got water in them areas, man. So a lot of people ain't even indigenous to those them certain parts over Africa. They migrated from all over other places into those areas up to a certain point.
Makes sense.
Just like some of our people immigrated with the EM, immigrated from like Mississippi, Alabama, the southern states, you know what I'm saying, up to the Midwest and then up further to the north, northeast, northwest, out west.
Makes mad sense. Makes sense.
Yep, from Canada all the way down to Mexico. All that shit is like North America.
Yeah, this is actually a continent, and they ain't gonna tell you. Oh man, it's just too many lies, It's like the lies is like a layer of lies. You know what I'm saying? That's a new one. You feel me? So like a layer of that shit. You know what I mean? It's just coated with that shit. You see what I'm saying?
You said what now?
It's a layer of lies.
Who said that?
I just made that up right now.
A
You know,
layer of lies. That's what
yeah.
it is, bro. You ain't. That's a good one.
Got
A
cut through the
layer of lies, man.
damn. They coded, man. Shit is
I'm telling you, that Revolutionary War stuff was some 00 James Bond 007 agent stuff.
you should draw the revolution to West, like the West, huh?
The Revolutionary War, yeah, they was man. Look here, man. Dude, a lot of stuff. If you watch a documentary on it, it don't add up. The information they putting out there, dog, it don't add up. It just don't add up because they try to say that they was supposed to be. How you a slave, but if you're a slave or indentured, what rights do you have? You indentured to the crown.
Break it down, baby.
To Britain. How you gonna write your own declaration of freedom, bro? That don't make no sense. And people, I don't know why people don't understand. Like them people, some of the people was trying to get away from Britain. That's why they was so in trying to marry with the Indian woman here.
Mm-hmm.
Indian woman, the woman, indigenous woman, wasn't no landowner. It was heirs. They was the heirs to the land, and it get passed down through her lineage, bro. Always been like that. Been like that. And they know that. They know that. Because it's always, I mean, the men, like you said, go off to war. Men, why fight? They might that. So lineage is passed through the mother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Heir. You get the heir to the land, you know. But see, they brought that European, they brought that egotistical, homo erectus, patriotic war stuff over here. And if you know, even with the Islam, they talk about the father. They get they lineage through their father.
Interesting. But you just said the keyword lineage.
Yeah, they get their lineage. They say they get their lineage through the father. So they honor the father. So I don't understand. Africa talk about all this motherland, but over there, it's the man. It's they get their lineage from their father. So somebody lying. I think they got it reversed. I think this is the motherland. I think this is the oldest land. America is the oldest land. We some of the oldest people, and I think we went out and spread it out and populated the world, flipping it on their head.
Sounds about right.
I'm flipping it on their head, man. To this day, we still feed, man, the world, dog. So much that we didn't send so much stuff over to people now. They mass produce stuff that products and stuff and resources and stuff. And we turn around and buy right back from them. That's got these corporations. Once these corporations formed and took over. See, the corporation is supposed to be the one that's supposed to be taxed. They're supposed to have tariffs.
That makes sense.
They got us paying taxes as the so-called citizens. They got us paying the tax that these corporations supposed to be paying. These corporate entities supposed to be paying. They're supposed to be paying tariffs and shit, tax. Any foreign organization, any foreign corporation, where it come on the land, should be a tax, a tariff. And that's another reason why a lot of people didn't like Trump, because he restored it back. These people coming here, these foreign corporations and companies, y'all, if y'all ain't hiring American people, y'all getting a tariff and a tax on your ass. You got Apple, and these Japanese, Chinese companies that's in America, and they ain't hiring American people, and they only hiring just their people. Nah, dog.
Damn, that's a
Hell
good,
no.
that's a good example. That's a good example. That's a good example.
What's American made?
Nothing really, right?
Man,
Maybe
back in the day,
certain
everything was
tires.
American brand.
You know,
Everything was
Cisco
American
shit. I
made.
can't even say
American
copper.
steel, huh?
Right. That's true. That's true. Everything was American made. You ain't fucking lying.
Everything was
Cars.
American made until they started shipping factory in it. We still do warehouse and factory, but a lot of them is foreign though. They done discontinued all our vehicles that was American muscle vehicles. They damn near discontinued all of them. You got all foreign automobiles and stuff, foreign products, foreign phones, cell phone companies. They get to come here and participate in this capitalist system, monetized system, build wealth. They can hide their money in offshore banking and stuff. You know what I mean?
You notice that? Repeat that. I know, huh? The offshore accounts and shit. Damn.
Offshore accounts, yeah.
Mm.
That's because they foreign. But you had the video you about to play?
Let's see. Yeah, let me see. Okay, wait.
Committee. They conduct a big press media event. They tell the newspapers, they tell the radio commentators that the problems in LA can be solved if we get rid of those other people. The newspapers and the radio talk about raids of Mexicans, roundup of Mexicans.
Why would they have it in Spanish though, right?
Not distinguishing between those that are undocumented and those that are legal residents, not distinguishing between those that are American citizens of Mexican descent and those that are Mexican nationals. The Immigration and Naturalization Service, local superintendent, together with the Unemployment Committee, take about 11 days to plan it, a raid in the middle of Los Angeles, in downtown Los Angeles, on February 26, 1931. The first time that a public area was cornered off and a roundup occurred. They're going through the welfare list. They're sending their caseworkers out to interview Mexican families and tell them trains are leaving every 2 weeks. We can arrange your train tickets. We can arrange your items you want to take with you. Many Mexican families, because they read about the raid, because they heard it on the radio, decided, well, the hell with these people. Let's just leave. Look how they treat us. We might as well leave now before they come for us. Real impact is it that it creates this climate of fear that has an impact on other movements of people. 1 million individuals, 1 million, that are expelled from this country from throughout the United States, from Alaska to Louisiana and Alabama, from New York to Los Angeles, throughout the country. And what does that say about how we treat people? We treat them because of the color of their skin, because of their names, because they speak Spanish or another language. And we treat them under law. We treat them with a sensitivity to our Constitution and the body of law that we have.
Okay, wait. I'm trying to talk about what it.
Sanitary and moral concerns about the mixing of Mexican American children and Anglo students who might be negatively influenced by the presence of Mexican students in the main school. The judge presiding over this case ruled that children of Mexican origin couldn't be segregated in these schools because they were of, quote, the Caucasian race. The year is 1930, and it's a quaint suburban.
Stop it. Yo, Shaq, what do you think about that? So the white man called you white. What do you think about that?
He said something about the mixing of the Mexican children with the English.
But damn, if you mix either one, dude, they're gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? They can come out either or. So what's the difference? I don't understand.
But wait, what year is this? What timeline is she talking about?
I would say the 30s. Let me see.
Got the timeline on that when she talking
What
about?
is the timeline?
And when the mixing started, because the indigenous Mexican people is they look more like us.
Let me try to see. Let me try to see.
Town of Lemon Grove, California, nestled among, so you can guess, lemon groves and orange trees. And the prosperity in this town is palpable. This is not a poor town. And it's a testament to the American dream. An excellent women's club, a fine golf course, and a well-equipped school. These are all direct descriptions of Lemon Grove at the time. But as the school board's actions unfurled, Lemon Grove found itself in the national spotlight, not for its prosperity, but for its racially charged school policy. A reality where there are, quote, sanitary and moral concerns about the mixing of Mexican American children and Anglo students. Now, this court case is so different than all of the other court cases we've looked at in this realm of becoming white to get citizenship here in the United States. First of all, this is not a Supreme Court case. Secondly, plaintiff was not trying to become white. What the judge says at the end of this court case really takes us in a totally different direction. So the school board for this Lemon Grove school said they were afraid of overcrowding and contamination of their Anglo students. And so they designated a separate space for the Mexican American students. They did this without informing the parents of the kids. 95% of these children were American-born kids. They were American citizens of Mexican ancestry. Let's go back a little bit. One day, you wake up to discover that your home has been invaded and seized. From the lush landscapes of California to the arid expanses of Arizona and New Mexico, the 1846 war, led by President Polk, turned familiar territories into foreign lands for the Mexican people. But here comes the twist. You have these folks who are living on land that was once Mexico, land that became American soil through conquest. But the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was supposed to guarantee citizenship for these people if they so chose. But many Mexican Americans found themselves not just second-class citizens, but citizens.
See, that's why I asked you what was the timeline that she's identifying when she said 1846, the war. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's around the time that Mexico got its name as Mexico. It was not always called Mexico, bro.
Right.
See, and they don't never detail that in the history. So what was it called before that? Who were the people before these wars, and people got moved and people got, migrated other places and stuff, got usurped. You know what I'm saying? The Nahua. Nahua. Is it Nahua? Nhwal? Nahua. Noah or something like that. I think that's what it was. But it was pretty much named other names and stuff too, because it was always different people in these areas, man. There was a multitude of different people, man. Pull up the Mississippian people once you get done with this video. Pull up the Mississippians.
Got you.
When you get done playing this video, I'll mute up.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more now. I'll pull that up right now.
Now of a completely reshaped reality. A lot of these people were technically citizens of the United States, but they didn't have the protection that the other citizens of the United States had. So the most prevalent and persistent form of discrimination during this era for Mexican Americans was manifested in this creation of these Americanization schools. And if you know anything about Native American history, you know about the Indian boarding schools. This is not quite to that level, but the term was coined to denote institutions that were designed to Americanize incoming immigrants. The United States experienced a surge in the immigrant population at the turn of the century until the 1930s, which we've talked about a lot on this channel. That's kind of when immigration was kind of got put to a halt for a while. Well, this prompted a reactionary wave of these Americanization projects, if you will. This trend of setting up Americanization schools had been growing across the Southwest United States since the Depression. And I think the term Americanization kind of falsely suggests this like noble intention to support immigrants. But in reality, I think it was really a form of thinly veiled segregation. And when we're talking about segregation, you know, we've talked about the Jim Crow laws, where you have very blatant and overt segregation, white versus colored. This is a different flavor of the same thing. But according to the California law in 1931, it was permissible to discriminate against Native Americans, African Americans, Asian Americans, but it wasn't permissible to discriminate against Hispanic Americans. Now, we're not going to go down this route, but I just want to touch on this.
You know why you're not going? You know why you're not going to go down that route? Because you know that y'all got classified as being white under that term. Didn't I say it was around the 30s? And she just said the 30. Didn't I just say that? So you know what I'm saying? You guys were classified as that. You guys changed your status. Y'all fought for that status. Y'all didn't want to be a part of the Negro or the Asian, right? Y'all didn't want to get discriminated against like us. You know what I'm saying? So y'all fought for that classification. Y'all got that. Y'all got what y'all asked for. That's why if you notice, this lady, this chick is I don't know if she's Mexican though. The one out of Orange County I was saying, you know, we're the minority. Why should we pay reparations? What the fuck did you be in the you being the majority got to do with paying reparations? Oh, because you try to be funny because there ain't that many black people in America. California, because y'all purged us out. Because y'all got us to fuck, and then a lot of us black motherfuckers got smart and left this motherfucker too. You know what I mean? Not every, you know what I'm saying, so-called black person is with the liberal perspective. You know what I mean? Not every black person is with that Democrat. Not all of us is like that. You know what I mean? Not everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody didn't try to climb out the rabbit hole, you know? That's real. That's real spit, man. But see, that's why she didn't want to go. I'll play the other video right now because we're just in it right there because you know that they changed the status. Y'all been classified as white since the 30s. Kind of like the Creed people, kind of like with the Italians, kind of. It's interesting how all the Catholic I just put two and two together. All the Catholic people. All the people that were under the Catholic faith and under the Judaic faith were all classified as white. Shaq, isn't that what a coincidence, right? The Irish, they're Catholic. The Hispanics is all the Hispanics damn near Catholic. You see what I'm saying, right? Who else is Catholic? The Italians are Catholic.
Yeah,
all these people. What a coincidence that all these people under these umbrellas, these religious umbrellas, all became white around the same time. Wow.
Yeah,
kind of like the Masonic shit. If you ask me, what'd you say?
It's called block your mental. So the whiting, it's the whiting of the people, man. They like I said, they see when they talk about these breeding forms. Man, they had bringing people in to mix and amalgamate people, man. Then they took the mixed person, the mixed child, and breeded it with the other either English or the other Spanish, the so-called pale Spanish or the white, what you consider white English or the white Irish. See, that's how it was creating. They was mixing and breeding that shit. So they'll mix. Say an Englishman to come in and mix. Like didn't she say the English person mixed with a Mexican person, which is technically probably we're talking about the dark one. I don't know when we're talking about the light one. Because that's how they get this Mexican shit. They was creating the Mexican. They created the Mexican, man. They created all the Latino and the Mexican and the Hispanic off of the mixing. They came in and mixed with the indigenous people, and then the offsprings they mixed them back with the foreign pale race, and that's how they start to mix out. Because if you ask any one of these motherfuckers who they are Blelo is, It's gonna be a dark fucking woman.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I just
Pastors.
said that.
It's gonna be a dark complected black
Well, how
woman.
you say it? Did I say it right?
The Abuelo? Abuelo. How they say it?
Abuelita. I don't know.
Abuela or something.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be a dark woman. All right, suckers. They steady got that. They got their colorism. They got the xenophobia down there in Latin America is going on, still going on. The Hispanic culture is going on. Where they trying to usurp the so-called more copper-colored, dark-colored people from those regions, races from those regions and shit.
And you notice it's not called a colorist or xenophobic when they do it. You notice that?
No, it's not.
So we want to pick and choose. And we're crazy as people, man. We're out of our mind, dude. We're out of our mind. But see, that's the narrative. It's the media. It's the society. It's all that I already see what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really, I'm not gonna get, go up in arms for this shit. But at the same time, it is brainwashing. It's psychological warfare, man. They're playing on the psyche. They're messing with the you know what I'm saying, the subconscious mind. You know what I mean? So I don't know why, more people got access to phones, internet, so that'll be making it damn worse. Thinking the kids get acting the damn fool because of the damn internet. You see what I'm saying? So and then you got these damn older, trying to compete with these fucking kids with these damn phones. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, they of course they're gonna hide the fact that abuelito or abuelo or whatever, you know what I'm saying, looks like me and you. Of course they ain't gonna talk about that. Why would they? That goes against the narrative, man. It goes against the narrative, right? That goes against the narrative. You see what I'm saying? Why would they talk about that? You know what I mean? And then the thing is, but see, it's funny because I be seeing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people that are Mexican or whatever, but they look like a white man. They would blue eyes, the whole thing. You would think that's a white person, but it's just like, how does that work?
Well, that's the same thing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Same thing with the Indian. Like they mixed the so-called pale European to Indian.
Right.
That would be considered like a Melungeon or some shit like that.
What'd you say?
They call them Melungeon.
Got you.
Yeah, but the mestizo is it's like the pale skin mix. When you mix, that's like the mixed race. They call them like mestizo. That's the light complected, bro, like the light complected Native American looking, light complected, the pale complected Mexicans and stuff. Those are mestizos, man. Because remember, I told you the foreigners came in and mixed with the indigenous people, and then the offsprings they start to mix. The next couple generations they start to mix them back with the foreign bloodline, the pale bloodline to try to because they try to do, and see they wrote it in their laws too. They wrote it in the Bible too. And lived through with that 4 generations. So if you 4 generations away, that's pretty much like no blood ties. Like after four generations, right? Like four cousins. After your 4th cousin, technically, it's they kind of But see, what they was doing is they weren't doing it. They was mixing back like with sister and brother and shit, that type shit.
Also literally keeping it in the family, huh?
Literally keeping it in the family on some incest type stuff, man.
Right.
Became a problem too because, like I said, they developed a lot of mental illness and formalities. You know what I'm saying? And then get the baby come in as crippled, and because it's
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's
we don't be doing that. A lot of people don't do, because we wouldn't be voting Democrat. We did our due diligence about our history and this history period. We would have been stopped voting for the motherfuckers and shit. It would have never worked. But you see how we don't give a damn and shit. But like I said, these misleaders are the ones doing it. These misleaders are the ones pushing it, kicking it off. You know what I mean? See, they misrepresented. Oh my bad. misrepresenting us, but then acting like they're representing us. That's dangerous. All right, computer box. Good luck. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Good night, man. That's dangerous, Shaq. These people are supposed to be representing us, and then they misrepresent them. That's I don't know about that. You got to watch people like that. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep. I mean, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is you know what I'm saying. You know, my thing is this. You know, a lot of a lot of these I don't even think a lot of people, you know what I mean, Hispanics or whatever, really know about LULAC like that. I don't really think they know about the racist stuff that old boy was saying, the president. I don't think they know about you know what I'm saying? Their people, I guess, I don't know if they sold them out or whatever, but it seemed like the people sold them out and to be classified as white. You see what I'm saying? But then people be like, well, how could they live in slums? This and that, and this and that. Well, shit, you got poor whites, right? You got white people living in slums, and they're classified as white, right?
Of course.
Can't use that. Oh, well, how could if they was classified as white, then why are they in the barrios and the ghettos and shit? You know what I'm saying? And then they made some shit called barrio and ghetto, make that shit up, which is a European term in the actual motherfucking ghetto of Europe. Interesting. And they bring it out here. We just man.
Yeah, I mean, with the ghetto came from what? Italy somewhere? Yeah, the slums of Italy or something. Yeah, they brought that over here, man. A lot of times they brought over the slangs they brought over here.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Man, we was taking, man, I didn't see Hobart and bring show videos and pictures of these people coming in on boats, man, and train and stuff, man, looking tattered with tattered clothes, man. Children, little boys and little girls, tattered. Orphans, man. They was orphans, bro.
Say it again, dude.
Orphans, man.
Say that shit again, man.
They also at one point was named Griffs or Griffs or some stuff like that. A Griff. Before they was called mulatto and all that different names. And white, it was called like Griff. It was called. It was actually that was a race, a Griff. You know, where you think Gypsy come from? The
Right.
is wonders, man. They ain't got no home. They just try to just live off the land wherever they go.
Gypsies, yep. Them motherfuckers still they be out here. They got a lot of gypsies out here. I'm like, what race are these motherfuckers though? You know what I'm saying? They like some are Romanian, some are Indian. I don't know what them like. God damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But see, that makes sense though. See, they still come through under the umbrella as a gypsy. You know what I mean? And see, that's the thing. You know, we come in, I guess together under the umbrella of black. You know what I'm saying? And get no tangibles from it, and get nothing from it. We don't see by now that, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers playing with these damn reparation task force. What the fuck is a task force? Nigga, I thought a task force was to bring gangs. I thought a task force was to bring the gang members down. I thought a task force was to stop the drugs. I thought it was some police type shit. That's what I thought a task force was. What kind of shit is that? Look at the name, the language that they're using for this reparations board. They ain't calling it a board. They ain't calling it a committee. They ain't calling that motherfucker a coalition. None of that shit. They calling that shit a task force. Like it's gonna break down your door or something in it with the battle ram or something. It's just interesting. I just think, man, these people play on us, man. They really do. You see what I'm saying? They don't need no task force for the damn to give the Asians a hate crime bill. But see, how's that not discrimination? I thought discrimination in violating somebody's civil rights, so-called civil rights, even though it should be human rights. Man. I thought that fell under, you know what I'm saying, a violation of right there. I thought that was against the law right there.
We should have all been hollering out trees, bro. Like these motherfuckers would come up with an Asian hate crime bill, bro. We should have all been hollering out treason, man. And them people, they gonna get what they deserve too. Lying and trying to take identity, and they placating to this sick satanic corporation system too.
That's true.
They ain't gonna prosper either, man. Cause they playing a role too. They coming here playing a role too. They ain't goddamn innocent.
Oh no.
You know damn well, but they don't care, man. These people are evil and demonic. Look how these people treat us, man. When we go into their stores and they
These motherfuckers relentless. But why would even if you don't like the motherfucker, dude? Even the Mexicans, you go in their store with her, the Mexicans gonna act like they play it all a little bogadega or something. Yeah, talk that shit to you and shit. Let you leave if they don't like you. That like a normal motherfucker's supposed to do. These motherfuckers, they don't like you. They show you they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers treat you like shit. They act like your dollar is black or something. Like the dollar ain't green. We're really interested how that shit work. And then dumbasses don't think, okay, if this motherfucker's cool, he might bring more business. Or shit, hell, that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, be cool. He might, you know what I'm saying, spread the word. These motherfuckers ain't thinking like that because they're foreigners. Foreigners don't think like that. They're fucking assholes. You know what I'm saying? They don't think, let me think with some logic and common sense. I mean, I'm not saying all. I'm just saying certain foreigners. Certain foreigners with that mentality. They don't think with logic and common sense. They just think, you know what I'm saying, get here, you know what I'm saying, promised land, let me get all this money and shit, send it back to my fucking country. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think. You see what I'm saying? And and that's the thing, right? And whatever, no knock to whoever, you know what I'm saying, for whoever. You want to help out your family, more power to you. But at the same time, I'm just tired of it, man. But see, it's dangerous. It's not just, like I said, it's not the gangbangers talking this shit. Well, it is some of the gangbangers. It ain't the motherfucking people on the streets. It ain't the motherfuckers you're going to see in jail or out of jail, whatever the fuck. It's these politicians talking this dangerous type, racist type rhetoric, and then nobody's saying nothing to them about it. But if this was Donald Trump's son, or if this was Donald Trump, or if this was somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody white talking this bullshit, guess what? The press would be on it. I didn't see MSN. Look, both these stories, only one of these stories, the chick from California, but the old girl, Valentina Gomez, I didn't see not one MSNBC story. I didn't see not one Fox News story. I did not see one CNN. Like, they purposely not covering it. This all could be a psyop, dude. Really, too. Like I can't not put psyop on the table. You see what I'm saying, Shaq? Just because it's geared towards, something else or non, or something else, or not mass shooter bullshit, or black cop or white cop shoots black man. You know what I'm saying? Just because it ain't that narrative don't mean it ain't a psyop. Let's just keep it funky. You know what I mean? That's real. So we gotta, that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Oh yeah, so we done with this. But Shaq, man, we've been on this mug for a minute, man. So let me see real quick, man. I might just play something else real quick, just to like something different, like a different topic. Switch the topic for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, damn, Shaq. But see, we're not. You know what? I blame us, and like I blame the congressional black. I blame a couple different type of entities for that. You know what I'm saying? And see, you got these motherfucking people, these fraternity. What are these fraternity and sorority? My bad. What the fuck are they doing for us? What are this? I can't even say it. What are the fraternity and sororities doing for us, bro? What are they? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Are they making that much more so-called black businesses? Are they providing? You know what I'm saying? Providing what's that called? Providing what's the name in the community? Any kind of trade centers or fucking job placement centers in the community? No. You know what I mean? So I just think this is crazy. Let me see it. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see, man. There's a lot of couple of things going on. All right, let's see. Live big claims. Federal branch threatens release of American banking secrets. Is this even real? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so why are they going to do that? I want to get this on YouTube or something, because I'm just like, I mean, I love reading everything. It's fundamental and shit. Okay, so claims Federal Reserve branch threatens. Hold up. Who the fuck is Lockbit? You know what I'm saying? Who are these fucking entities? Fucking Lockbit claims. Who are these people? Federal Reserve. Bank secrets. Let me see. Hold up. All right. I'm gonna play this and we're gonna. No, hold on. I'm all picking and choosing. Let me have you play one of these. They pushing that AI shit too, man, and making it cool and making it fancy. Oh shit, AI, it's gonna do my homework for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just think that America kind of not late. America makes you want to. I mean, because the average person will want to do something the easier way. You know what I mean? That's just by nature. But at the same time, America makes. I don't know how to explain it, man. They just make it to where I'm not gonna say not lazy, but I don't know. This is conditioned and brainwashed. Even though they like the same thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, Derry Hardaway, you're almost 65. Salute, man. It's Crooked Joe. They are taking the lead. It's going to come full circle soon. Yep, don't worry. We just stick together and trust me. What? Yep, got it. God ain't coming. The truth is watched. Damn. When he said vote better, but they'd be like, "Oh, you vote for the two evils. I don't like evil." But see, that's how you know it's staged, because they wouldn't give you two choices.
Good afternoon, people watching Min 65, Lisa Boyce.
Why she look familiar?
I'm going to give you a verse of scripture out of 1 Corinthians 15:52. I've repeated it before. Rapture verse.
Okay.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. That's the rapture verse. So let me give you the gospel. Is in 1 Corinthians 15:1-4. Christ shed his blood for all of our sins, past, present, and future, was buried, and rose again on the third day according to scripture. We're saved by grace through faith in Christ alone, not of ourselves, not of works, lest any man should boast. It is grace, something we didn't earn, something we don't deserve, that God gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him will not perish but have eternal life. How do you come to that? You admit you're a sinner in need of Christ. The moment you put your faith and trust in Christ and his blood, the moment you accept Christ as Savior, not only are you saved, but you are justified by the blood of Jesus. You are protected by the blood of Jesus. You are rapture ready, which is going to happen at any time now. Literally, at any time. And you're sealed until the day of redemption, which means you cannot and will not lose your salvation. The Holy Spirit will indwell in you, lead you, guide you, minister to you, encourage you, speak to you, teach you, and change you if you let him. You have to I would advise people to be in his word. I would strongly advise people to be in prayer and be in his word. So there was a ransomware attack. Ransomware group threatens Federal Reserve. Claims it hacked America's banking secrets. So the ransomware group known as Lockbit claimed to have hacked the Federal Reserve Bank and says it will release 33 terabytes of sensitive data today. In a pass to the dark web this week, the criminal organization alleged that it had been in talks with the bank in order to secure a ransom in exchange for keeping the data private. So 33 terabytes of banking information containing Americans' banking secrets, the group wrote. You better hire another negotiator within 48 hours and fire this clinical idiot who values American bank secrecy at $50,000. So they're threatening the Federal Reserve right now. Who do you think this is? A lot of people think it's Russia that's doing it.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Who does it kind of really matter who's doing this shit? Kind of don't really matter though, right? Fuck it. Okay, let's. You know who's doing it? It's probably America doing it. This is probably some bullshit. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised. I just don't believe. I can't just believe. You know what I mean? I just can't. I don't have that much faith in people that's supposed to be representing us. I don't have faith. I don't got no. I can't have faith for something like that. You feel what I'm saying, Shaq? You know. Okay, how this damn happen then? So if they got bank secrets, can they steal? Right? Can they steal? What you think? If they got bank secrets, can they steal? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Could be the U.S. itself. Lockbit rose to prominence in 2019, bringing in millions of dollars in ransom payments.
I just said it could be America, right? I just said it, right? Shaq, what you think? Motherfucker, you know what I mean? Hacking into, like, come on, all this shit is going on in an election year too. Are they just cramming it? You know what I'm saying? It just couldn't be filled with any more bullshit in an election year. They cramming this shit down our throat, man.
We less than what? Let me see. This is July. July, so that's 7, 8, 9, 11. We less than 5 months. Close to 5 months. For the election date. It's November 7th, November 8th. What is
that shit is burning, bro.
Huh?
Yep.
They're putting all the stops, ain't they?
Damn, they doing it. Whatever they could do and shit. Distraction to 101 and shit.
They said to play. Now, did Trump them have a debate today or yesterday? When did they supposed to have the debate? I ain't watched.
It's a debate. Oh, it's supposed to be tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Thursday. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker can barely, man, this is, dude, oh man. This motherfucker's hella incoherent. This motherfucker, I don't understand how, I don't get it, man. Like, you know, it's just like, you feel what I'm saying? Fucking Ali in his prime versus fucking, you feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard versus motherfucking weak Marvin Hagler. You know, I don't know. It's just crazy. I just think it's just I don't know, man. I mean, they both. I mean, don't get me wrong. What's his name's almost 82 though. Trump is old as fuck, but see, that motherfucker's still like functional and shit. This dude Joe Biden, man. But I mean, look what kind of look what kind of shit he was saying, man. Look what kind of stuff he said about it. You know what I'm saying? He said he was against reparations too. I'll fuck around and pull that up right now too. But who do you think is breaking into this? You know what I'm saying? Who do you think is hacked the banker supposedly, man? Who do you think, man?
Do we know for sure that it was hacked?
I know. How do we even know it was hacked? They said it. Because they said it.
That's a 30 terabyte.
Because they said it. He said they pulling off all this. They are pulling all the stops. That's exactly what they're doing. They're not fucking around. Shaq, they ain't playing. I'm just tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just think this shit is wild. And but it ain't gonna stop, man. Once we just, just like the American people, man, the people of America, man, we got to come together and just say enough is enough, and we ain't gonna keep going for this shit, but we're not gonna do it. Just like same with us so-called black people, got to do the same thing and rig, you know what I'm saying, and clean house, man, and let this government or whoever know we ain't putting up with this shit, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Shaq, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is off the hook, man.
Yep.
Let's say let me see. Yeah, I was gonna play something else before we just I forgot what the hell. Damn. What the hell is on? I'll probably just close out, man. I forget.
You going what now?
Okay, wait, let me play like 5 minutes in this real quick.
All right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So this is fair use 1976 under section 107, the Copyright Act. This gives me allowance to report on this video for commentary and educational purposes. All right. So let's see. This shit is funny, man. He be clowning and shit. Clyburn. It's another one, another sellout. That's why I'm playing this, because it's a sellout. All right. I gotta maybe talk to Sakima Bay or something, or try to see if there's some way we could possibly all file a petition against these people, do something. I don't know. Because I don't know. Until we don't want to, you know what I'm saying? We don't want them to represent us, and they be misallocating funds or representing us. You know what I mean?
Professor, and this is the moment of truth. Before we begin, I want to give a mention to Sister Lisa Cabrera. There's not many people who I actually listen to on the internet, and she's one of the new voices of Black media who I've recommended to you in the past, along with Tarian Rain, Your World, and a select few others. She's already posted a video on the subject of this morning's briefing, and her take is more than worth checking out if you haven't already. Today, I'll be giving my view. Politico, a white media publication, has a fraudulent headline: Jim Clyburn, America's favorite sharecropper, saved Biden's campaign in 2020. They actually have the nerve to put that in print. Actually, Clyburn was attacking and insulting the people who actually did save Biden's worthless behind.
This foolishness about you got to be this progressive or that progressive. That phrase, defund the police, cost Jamie Harrison tremendously.
If you could have a caucus meeting right now and you would or tell folks what they should do differently, given the losses that we have, what would you say to them?
Stop sloganeering. Sloganeering kills people. Sloganeering destroys movements. Stop sloganeering.
Stop sloganizing. Stop sloganizing. Sloganizing kills. No, supporting politicians who sit on their hands while Black people are gunned down in the street by race soldiers. That's what kills. And that's what Clyburn's always done. This asinine narrative by the white media that this safe pet Negro somehow is the most important Black politician in America. He's the most useful puppet that white power has in America, but he's hardly influential. Remember, James Clyburn put all of his little influence behind Jamie Harrison back in 2020. And although Biden and Raphael Warnock won handily due to black support, it was nigga Jim Clyburn's own handpicked flunky Jamie Harrison who lost his race. The only person who supported that clown was Jim Clyburn, and he lost. And who did Clyburn blame for that? The young black voters who were demanding that these domestic terrorist organizations calling themselves the police be defunded. Now, if James Clyburn was so influential, why did his boy lose? It's because he's no kingmaker. But the white media has lies that they need to prop up, so here we go. And Politico's article has a sub-headline, Representative Jim Clyburn doesn't think black voters are really swinging toward Trump. Okay, Captain Obvious, do you want us to give you a prize for that little bit of wisdom? That crap about black voters supposedly swinging towards Trump, that's been a white media lie for the last 3 years at least, as they've seen that Biden hasn't been able to hold on to that black support from 2020. Black voters very quickly became soured on him when it was obvious he had pulled just another con game. Now, I in particular have been beating the drum nonstop against that white media rhetoric about black voters are turning to Trump because the white media is terrified to admit the truth. Black voters are turning their backs on Biden because he offered us nothing and he's done nothing for us. And here the white media is, years after the fact, acting like this old sharecropping bastard is revealing some sort of heretofore unknown truth about the black vote. Once again, family, if you're not following the black media, you'll always be the last to know. These stories you see from the white media are mostly the media equivalent of comfort food for racists. Young black voters are starting to sour the little hustle that the Jim Clyburns and Joe Bidens have had going, so they need to convince themselves that the house of cards the white power sits on isn't really being threatened by these young black voters. They have to convince themselves that their army of bootlicks can keep us under control. Whenever they see us pushing back, they start screaming that somebody has to stop these extremists on the left. Yeah, when you live under a system that's totally and completely corrupt and dirty, merely demanding an ounce of justice is extremism. Well, as Malcolm X said when he threw Barry Goldwater's words back in his face,
I don't believe in any form of unjustified extremism. But I believe that when a man is exercising extremism, a human being is exercising extremism in defense of liberty for human beings, it's no vice. And when one is moderate in the pursuit of justice for human beings, I say he's a sinner. The day that the black man takes an uncompromising step and realizes that he's within his rights, when his own freedom is being jeopardized, to use any means necessary to bring about his freedom or put a halt to that injustice, I don't think he'll be by himself. I honestly believe that the day that they do, many whites will have more respect for them, and that there'll be more whites on their side than are now on their side with these little wishy-washy love thy enemy approach that they've been using up to now.
But Politico's not the only ones out here quaking in their boots. You got other publications like The Hill. They're posting pieces saying that James Clyburn's trying to get these young black voters in line, having these old Negroes talk to us. Jim Clyburn says it's time to talk some sense into the younger black generation. This is the propaganda that the white media is carpet bombing us with, saying that Jim Clyburn's going to get these old heads to get us back in line. The Biden campaign co-chair believes black parents should be responsible for convincing black youth to vote for Biden. Well, I don't know how to break it to old nigga Jim Clyburn, but the black parents are no longer the black baby boomers. If you look at what Gen Z is doing, those are the children of Generation X. And the millennials, they ain't listening to the Jim Clyburns either. He's talking to the wrong black parents. But then again, when you're as behind the curve as their sharecropper, is it any surprise that he can't keep up? Jim Clyburn is part of the black baby boomers, and they have no credibility with anyone. You can't talk sense to somebody when you don't have any sense to begin with. This is that old plantation talk that he's doing. Don't worry, massa. I'll go talk them unruly field hands into going back and picking the cotton for you. Yes, massa. I'm your boy. James Clyburn has made an entire career out of using literal plantation politics to get black people to vote. And the crown jewel of this condescending politics that he likes to peddle has to be his infamous annual catfish cookout. I wish I was making that up. James Clyburn literally has a cookout to get black folks to vote. And
but see, God, we kind of fall for our own stereotypes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we falling for what? But see, that I think that's some of the older black people falling for that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, cookout, first fry. Oh shit, hell yeah, Democrat shit. Jim Clyburn shit. Like, none of that shit has anything to do with the next. Does it? Or no? You know what I'm saying? What does it cookout have anything to do with anything, man? What were you gonna say?
A lot of them still stuck on Jesus coming in and saving their ass instead of putting the work in and getting it done. You know, they'll get it done for the goddamn cracker.
Oh, right.
They play opposition to get it done for the cracker. Tell you the coon for. They got Biden, but his people, boy, it's pathetic, boy.
This is bad. I mean, this.
My mother saying he telling them the parents that you need to. They need to. It's their job. They need to teach their kids to vote for us. What kind of slave talk that is? What kind of? See, that's the problem. They believe that people still believe that they came from slaves, man. So they still stuck in their mindset that, you know, they still stuck in their mindset. It's they're in the mental slavery, dog.
Like, when you got these white conservatives, oh, you trying to get a handout, but damn, y'all motherfuckers was made white, man. All y'all got the handout, man. All y'all got that classification as white, man. There you go. That was a fucking handout right there, man. Whatever y'all did with your whiteness was on you. The fuck, right? Right, whiteness may vary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shaq, you hear what I said? Whiteness may vary. I said whiteness may vary in this motherfucker. These motherfuckers. I said whiteness may vary. You know what I'm saying?
You said whiteness may vary.
Man, may vary. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they did with their whiteness, that's on y'all. Y'all fucked up your whiteness. Y'all spoiled it. Y'all didn't do the right thing with that shit. That's on you. That white privilege shit, that does matter, motherfucker. If I get nigga pulled over, you get pulled over by the police, I do, it's gonna be for different reasons, motherfucker. Straight up. And you might not even get pulled over for that motherfucker.
Why?
I don't understand, like, we be tripping, man. But it's these politicians, I get it though. It's these politicians and these boule motherfuckers and these pastors and preachers are all selling us out. All of a sudden, why did the clergy community and the pastors and preachers in the Christian community, why did all of a sudden they become so political all of a sudden? Why are they so political now? You notice that? What is politics got? What the fuck they got to do with the motherfucking religion? Or does it have a lot to do with each other? We just so lost, man. Like, but see, you would think with the internet, you like motherfuckers, you know, free so-called knowledge and fucking information, you would think motherfuckers would be like rocket scientists by now and shit. But we got reality TV, we got love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? No, my bad. We got TikTok. I didn't know why I never mentioned that from the jump. We got that. You know, we got all this bullshit to distract us. We got sports. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. So we good. We straight. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. We good. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I get it, but it's just like, oh, man, this shit is hardcore, man. This shit is hardcore to the brain. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, what you think, right? This shit is like intense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, man. Motherfuckers ain't gonna be happy, man, until motherfuckers is buried up under the goddamn dirt.
Shit. Man, I know, huh? We be hella reactive instead of proactive and shit. And then the thing is, you got this lady, you know what I'm saying, from Colombia talking to shit. Oh man, you gotta go back, go back. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, you get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? What, nigga? You the immigrant.
Hold on. You told people to get the hell up out of what?
Telling black people to get the fuck up out of here and shit. Oh, you don't like it, bitch? How the immigrant telling the real motherfuckers, the indigenous motherfuckers, to see that lets you know how much imposters motherfuckers are, how straight chameleons motherfuckers are. You know what I mean? Straight
It's
phony.
it's a lot of collusion going on, man. That was conspiracy and collusion going
Columbia,
on, man.
you from the dope, one of the used to be the
Yeah,
dope
they're
motherfucker.
conspiring to get rid of us, man.
You from the biggest dope hub that used to be in the 80s and 90s back in the day. You from Colombia. You know what I'm saying? And Noriega, your name is Noriega and shit. Come on, who is you? Who is really this lady? You know what I'm saying? Is this person a motherfucking prop? Somebody put up there in Missouri? See, if them black motherfuckers vote for this, if this lady gets voted in, that just goes to show y'all motherfuckers ain't using y'all fucking voting power as the voting block. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all talk that shit, that Democrat shit. I want to see y'all Democrats of St. Louis, of Missouri, Kansas, and all that shit. I know there's two different fucking Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City and Kansas City, Missouri. All them Kansas motherfuckers, y'all better fucking vote this motherfucker out. This motherfucker. Oh, y'all talk that shit about Democrat and all that shit, or all that bullshit of liberal. Vote this Republican bitch out of there. She talking that shit. But see, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna vote somebody out. We should vote out. We're not gonna vote motherfuckers in. We should vote in. Ooh, that's how we do it. We don't vote people out. We should vote out. We vote motherfuckers in. We shouldn't vote in. Something's wrong with us, man. Shaq, that makes sense. That makes sense. What I just said, huh? That's what we do, huh? We do that. You notice that?
Yeah.
We don't even know how to vote people in that has a kind of agenda, like, you know what I'm saying? For us. We vote the motherfucker in that don't have the agenda for us. Ooh, and we think that's an intelligent move. Shit, we think that shit is an intelligent, a strategical move. That's really dumb if you think about it. Really stupid.
You keep doing the same move, jibber jabber.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play a little bit more. I'm about to get
Apparently, for a lot of those Negroes out there, where he lives at least, that's enough for them to go and do it. Those Negroes out there aren't demanding reparations for their vote. They're demanding a 2-piece and fries. That is pathetic. But Clyburn's proud of that. He's proud of the fact that he can get high office for the cost of a lunch plate special at the local Greasy Spoon Diner. And this is what Clyburn's white paymasters are also doing, trying to get our vote without actually having to give us anything for it. This is why the black vote isn't respected, and that disrespect quickly turns into out-and-out abuse. Young black voters don't want to be like these elders. Elders are supposed to be producing something to benefit the young. That's how elders earn the title of elders. They earn it through respect, but they got to produce to get that respect. Decrepit, self-interested relics like Clyburn, they don't want to do anything for anyone but themselves. The black baby boomers had the advantage.
And they don't respect our vote. They don't. He's right. You could tell she's miserable. Hey, but they don't respect our vote, Shaq. They don't, man. We don't respect it though, right? Neither do we, right? Shaq, what you think? We don't even respect that damn vote.
Anytime you get a mother to talk to you like that, you get what you deserve, man.
Didn't Biden say we not? But see, well, I'm not black. I'm actually not black. But if that really meant that term really was something, and it didn't have some kind of standing in law and all this, and it wasn't some made up misnomer term. If it was like that, imagine if he really would have said that shit like that. That would have been a violation right there. He'd have been out of pocket. That'd have been a violation.
Well,
but it's not. It doesn't mean anything. It's a misnomer term. So he kind of is right in a way, but he still he was trying to be funny though. You know, he was just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But then we should have just say black meant what it was supposed to be. We should have been outraged over that, man. Motherfuckers should have been pissed over that. But see, we let stuff go when it's you know what I'm saying, a certain complexion doing it to us is good, but let it be one of us. We're gonna want to be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, we still think that Obama stuck his neck out for us, right? We didn't have no back. We still don't really have, like, there were certain people of us don't have no backlash for Obama. You know what I'm saying? Obama did us dirty, man. That motherfucker. He ushered everything in for everybody else but us. and usher that shit in quick.
Yep. That's
clown, man. He clown, man.
That's a slap in the face because and they were talking about all they want is reparations. He said, well, who owns you? America. What?
Fucking never lied, man. Right? And they, but see, they see what they do. They make up these task force. What's that shit called? Reparation task force, right? They pop them up all over these Democratic, and it's never in Republican states. You notice that, right? And they prop them up in these Democrat liberal states and shit, and they talk that shit like they're gonna actually do something. They come up with some study, but damn, dude, the Asian they didn't got to get no study. The Holocaust, even though that wasn't even in America, they ain't got to get no study. How these motherfuckers that ain't even in America, ain't from America, the shit didn't happen on American soil, they get reparations though, with no study. You know what I'm saying? The natives, the fake, not the real American Indians, the natives, they got broke off. But you see, because they're the same people that are making the laws. That makes sense. So they look the same anyway. So I mean, we really got to pay attention, man, to all this. You know what I'm saying? We really got to just break this down in retrospect, man. It's just not. It's going to keep happening, man. We're going to continue to let stuff go, let it go on. You know, if we're not on it, the change it comes within ourselves, within us. I think we're waiting for some some kind of entity or somebody, or maybe somebody that doesn't look like us that are white. I don't know. Somebody to come and be the savior or something like that and save the day. I think we're looking for that. This is really ridiculous if you really think about it. Think like a kid or somebody like that. Think of something like that. But or come up with something like that. You know what I'm saying? A child. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, man, you would think that. I mean, kids think like that. Kids, they're sweet. I love them. You know what I'm saying? They're really, really good people, but they think like that's a child kind of psychology that we keep falling for, man. I think we're waiting for somebody or just like all to like hold hands, you know what I'm saying, and sitting like Indian style in circles and just sing kumbaya to each other. I don't know. So, you know what I'm saying? That's never going to happen. Everything is still segregated. You know what I'm saying? We use this race construct. You got what's the name talking that crazy stuff, Darwin and all these people. So, we really got to just break it down in retrospect. You know what I mean? Because you got them talking crazy and people making up terms and, you know what I'm saying, and making a misnomer terms and fake sovereign this and, you know what I mean? But that's on us for falling for it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? People like Jim Kleinberg right here that's not doing nothing to represent us. I put him in the same category as I do the Congressional Black Caucus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit, I'm probably about to get about a bit, but tap out on you, boy.
Yeah, man, my bad. We've been on here for a
Appreciate
minute, man. But Shaq, man, you know what I'm saying? Good looking out for staying on here. You know what I'm saying? As long as you did, man. Want to shout your information in the channel, man.
Yeah, man, Frank, appreciate it, man. Yeah, tap in with me, man, on Shaq_Edwards on Instagram.
For shiggity, man. Y'all tap in with my boy Shaq, you know what I'm saying? He be on it, he be on live and stuff like that, man. He be spitting some facts too. He gonna eventually start his YouTube channel too. So be on the lookout, you know what I mean?
Yeah, be on the lookout.
Word for shiggity.
All right, Frank, man. Appreciate it, man. Tap in with you.
I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm about to tap off. I'm gonna get off here myself.
Okay.
So I might do a part 2, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow, like maybe like Saturday or something. I don't know, man, when I got some time.
Yeah, just let me know.
All right, for sure, man.
All right.
All right. So y'all salute, man. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all subscribe, man. Appreciate it. Share this out to y'all social medias, man, if y'all can. And you know what I'm saying, so I can hit the algorithms. I'm just gonna continue to do more hustling, man, since the summertime. I'm gonna grind and stay on it. You see what I'm saying? And trying to make sure that I get more views and subscribers, man. That's the new goal, so people can hear my words. You see what I'm saying? To hear the message, So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Salute. Share this out, like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, y'all. Salute, peace.